I don't know what was that. It was like a little glitch. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Just Represent for the Grey Pill Podcast. We're gonna for our first ever gonna have a 2-on-2 debate. Pretty much a long time coming. We had a casual conversation, or cheeky banter, as you will, back and forth with brother Clarence from I don't want to mess up his name, but he'll introduce himself. He's come up with brother Clarence Rico on brother Clarence's platform about pearly things, along with Ahmad Marcus. So we're gonna have that conversation. Inky says I'm almost home. I will mod from chat. Inky, we need you actually on the platform to mod when two individuals may get a little bit argumentative to actually keep the conversation in line. That's what an actual mod does for a debate. So take your time, get home safe. The link is in your email. So once you hit the get on, you can actually mod on the platform. Mods are different in the chat versus mods on the actual debate. Okay. So I just want to get that out the way before I get the extra interview. This the second intro, so we can take it from there, and I'll bring up the other fellas and we'll go from there. All right. Appreciate y'all.
At last.
The king's back and the throne's mine. The future's here and it's my time. Straight shot, going for the head with it. Take his head off and say that I did it. Good riddance. Say hi to the bad guy, back in business. If you took what's mine, I'm back to get it. There's nothing you can do. I'm back with vengeance. Now turn me loose. Now turn me loose.
Yo. Appreciate everybody for coming on through. Inky, get home safe. And just hit the link when you are ready. So let me give a shout out to everybody real quick. Boom. Where we at?
For those that's listening out there in the YouTube universe, shout out to Great Pill Podcast. Go holler at him. Hell yeah. Give him a like and subscribe. Go view his channel if you will. Courtesy of Classic Lights.
For all your Spanish watchers and viewers, Telemundo, Univision, Galavisión. Hola, buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches, damas y caballeros. Por favor, suscriben, gusten y por favor compartir este canal de YouTube. Cualquier parte del mundo donde están ahorita, por favor. Familia, amigos o socios de trabajo, lo que sea, por todo el mundo, por favor, suscriben al canal del GreyPillPodcast, el Pastilla Gris, por favor. Muchas gracias.
Appreciate Marcus. All right, so appreciate you, Vaughn, for coming on through. Celine, like always, she says I stand for Marcus. All right, got some supporters for the Marcus out there. That's nice. Good to know he's batting for the Grey Pill Podcast team. What else? She says, hey, Vaughn, what's going on here? Inky, appreciate you. Thank you. Man said this should be good. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Grey Pill Podcast is about Team Petty over here in a nice way. Sling says, I'm not married either, but at least I don't put myself as opponent of human womanhood. I agree. Live, love, plan, pray. Oh, I appreciate you. You seem like you're new. Thank you. Says, hey, sorry, take advice from married women, not single women that can't have or maintain a good relationship. I agree 1,000%. 1,000%. This conversation is going to be a little bit differently because everybody knows on this end, I am not a fan of Pearl. I'm not a fan of Rolo Tomasi. I'm not a fan of those so-called red pillar manosphere guru guys. Y'all know who the ones. I'm not a fan of those. Inky, waiting on you, Inky. I'm not a fan of those. So those are the ones that actually have critique conversations about because their influence is very poor and negative influence outside for the world. So I agree with you 1,000%. All right. So this is debate. Let me share this because I had this out earlier. I do apologize. So this is a conversation we had earlier with Rico and Brother Clarence, and they can correct us if we're wrong. So the topic of debate is Pearly Things talented? Is Pearly Things talented? And Brother Clarence, because I had to rewatch it again, Brother Clarence said with a straight face that he said Pearly Things is not talented. And we asked how. So we had a whole back and forth about it with those guys and myself and Marcus, because me and Marcus felt like, not just because we understood a little bit of YouTube or behind the scenes, also we felt like we had more of a close connection with Pearl because we used to be on platforms with her, or she used to collaborate with myself and other content creators that had platforms I was on, and back and forth when she's first starting out. So we felt like we knew a little bit more better than the talent side than Brother Rico. But this is not to take away from anything of Brother Clarence and Rico's knowledge, because again, we have two grown individuals that's married, that's very successful. I've seen a lot of Brother Clarence's content where he actually support and help his neighborhood. Same thing with the people that he invites. Now, there's a difference between people just hop on a panel, people that he actually strongly invites on to have these real good conversations, along with Brother Rico. Brother Rico is also a world traveler. I would say if he retired, he can correct me if I'm wrong. He's retired, also married, and very vast knowledge in a lot of things when dealing with the world. So this is where we started butting heads. Okay. So at the end of it, I had we had some back and forth, little cheeky banter. And I will admit this only for Brother Clarence, because he's the only one I won't lie to. I did tell him I was going to send him an email, but I did not. So I just want to give him that 1 point for that. I did not. So that was on my mistake. But we at that point we was having a lot of back and forth, trying to have like a meetings of the minds to get together when we're going to have a set time. And somehow Brother Rico decided to play the old YouTube shots game. So let me go ahead and play this out real quick so we get I want to get the full context of this right here, okay?
The short version. Let me give them the short version.
Bro,
And
see,
this is
while we here, we're gonna do this shit right now while we live.
What's that?
Okay. All right, when you want the fucking smoke, Gray?
You just had
when you want the fucking smoke?
You just had what you want.
Ass.
You just had this dude up here. You wait till he get off to bring this up.
Rico, you went off the program. See,
when you ready, Clarence? I want to give him a date.
Rico. The narrative is me and you are running from him.
I know, right?
We got to keep the narrative going, right? That's the narrative.
You literally had Marcus up here. We could have got this out of the way right there.
Great Pill, just so you don't do
I'm getting all these emails that I never got. I'm getting all these emails that I never got, and I'm not responding to them, right?
Hey, is it the same emails as I got to throw him name on the bus?
I'm giving this old man smoke. Okay, Great Pill.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, we doing it on your channel.
That's what I like.
So we ain't running from your ass.
Okay. So
again, we going over our availability. All right, don't fuck with us on Sunday, because Sunday is
I work
Christmas
Sunday.
Eve.
Yeah.
But Monday is here because
Christmas is Monday, right?
He was looking for me, Clarence. He be in the comments. You and Bro C scared at me. I'm like, oh no, fuck this shit. So I'm like, I said, I'm gonna read Bro C. We're gonna make sure our availability. And I just thought about this shit. I said, no, let me do this shit right now.
You should have.
Let's get the date locked in so everybody can hear. You tell me when you want to.
All right, that was the first attack. Okay, that was the first attack. I felt attacked on that one. So here's another one. Just want to give some context. So begin this whole thing, there's some context. Just some context.
Looking forward to, and you know what? Oh, one thing. Whoa! I got some smoke, Clarence. I got some smoke. Great Pill, I invited you. Send the goddamn email to Clarence. You too, Marcus. I'm calling you and Great Pill.
Oh, I'm a victim. He's doing it again. Where's E Black at? No,
You said me and Clarence is running from the smoke. Can you, Marcus? Can you
Correct. Correct. Mr. Swiftinian, Mr. Swiftinian, over here. Yeah, you are now.
I'm a Swiftie. What's the topic?
Listen, not no country white girls, not no country white girls, but we're talking about a certain white girl. But yeah, it's gonna be me and Grey Pill versus you, old crusty salty as and you, bro. C, on the pearly things, right? On the pearly things.
We owe you. We owe you. Look, I'm saying it publicly so everybody can press our ass. And Gray, you got it. Me and Bro C owe you.
Just don't do a hit piece on me after that stream, okay? You promise? You promise?
Well, I won't promise. I'll try. But
oh no, Mr. Advisors.
No, seriously, set it up because I want to.
So just give the full context so everybody know how this all started, how this all went down. I feel like Brother Rico is Brother Clarence's enforcer. Okay. So with that being said, let me go ahead and invite the guests up here so we can have this 2-on-2 debate. And at the same time, Inky, still waiting on you to hit the link, get home safe, hit the link and come on up so you can help mod this because it might be a rough one. Okay. It might be a rough one. So let's get this started. And there go Marcus. Welcome, gentlemen. Appreciate you guys. Let me get the layout over. I usually have like 5 or 6 people up in here. My apologies. Okie dokie. Can everybody hear me? Mic check. Everybody's muted.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool.
Sound good.
All right. I ain't gonna be that petty. I was gonna like move stuff around. No, I ain't gonna be petty. Okay, so our conversation and issue was, or the topic of the conversation is Pearly Things talented? Brother Clarence clearly said, heck no, he don't find that Pearly Things is talented. Yeah, with just shadow of doubt. Rico had some nuances to it, but he was still standing firm. Like, link is in your email, Inky. Link is in your email. Check your email. Link is in your email. Brother Clarence pretty much disagreed. It's like pretty much agreeing with Brother Clarence, but had some nuances to the conversation, like, hey, about the her being not talented. So, and this is where we stand so far. So what's give me a list, like what y'all think is talent. Well, first of all, let's put down talents. Let's lay the ground field of talent. Like, what do y'all guys think is talented?
Well, okay. So are we going to describe it in the framework of YouTube? Since that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's keep it in the framework of YouTube. So, I mean, YouTube is just another form of media, like any other media, whether you're a radio personality, television, and so forth. So I think one aspect of talent is you have to possess certain amount of intangibles, which if you want to start with, okay, generally, if you're going to be a visual media, you need to be somewhat photogenic. I think you need to be charismatic, engaging, intelligent. All of these are components of what would make a person a talented individual in a media space. If you're dull and boring, it's a trait that will be counter to what you're trying to do. If you're not a master, if you don't have some sort of wit, you need wit to convey, because that's all a part of communicating. You're trying to communicate a message or a story, something you want to tell. You want to do it in an engaging, witty, charismatic way to continue to bring people in. All of which myself and Clarence says that Pearl has a huge deficit in just about everything I just described.
Okay. Marcus, do you want to respond to that?
Well, I'm gonna be the one to disagree since it's Team GP today. So you're gonna have to take the L, Rico. But no, I disagree. Usually when it comes to work ethic, the same reason why the analogy of Kobe Bryant, he had that work ethic. He wasn't as skilled as Jordan. When it comes to Pearl Davis, she did have that work ethic. She learned it from her father, and because not everybody's gonna take that from it. So she did it at the high school level with her sports. She did it academically. She did it networking, and she branched out internationally. Not most people can't do that. All right, and on top of that, it takes time, consistency, hard work. All those things do trade into a skill.
Can I rebut?
Yeah. Before you go, Inky, just want to get a mic check real quick.
Check.
Okay, cool. All right. So, do you understand? I'm just asking because I don't want to make sure everybody's on the same.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome.
Cool. Just turn your volume down just a little bit, like a quarter. Also, do you understand the rules of modding on a debate channel or just a debating period?
No. Can you review
Okay.
me real quick?
Just think of us as children, okay? As your babies at home, okay? The babies have a dispute. Okay, one's a disagreement, the other one's not. So you pretty much just moderating the conversation as it go along. So if the children get a little bit louder to the point where, before you've been on panels borders before, you say, "Hey, I'm trying to speak. I already had my hand raised. I'm trying to jump in to say something or just clarify, get an understanding for the viewers. You're not letting me, so you pretty much just jump into those moments like that. Or we can kind of use you as a mod too, as a tactic. I don't want to say that because I'm actually having a debate with these guys, but it is a factor. So we pretty much use the mod to say, hey, brother Clarence is loud. This one's not letting me get a chance to speak. So we can say that, and that will be your chance to jump in and say, hey, you know what? Let me make it clear. So you're keeping track of who's talking and who's tried to talk next, and you kind of navigate the conversation like that for us.
Break it up.
All right, that part. All right, so we're good. So Rico, go. And just to make clear, you're the boss. So I don't want to do too much of narrating of the moderating conversation. So you got it from there.
Disconnected.
Oh, goodness. Are you, Rico?
Okay. So just to rebut Marcus's argument, which now even keep it in with the Kobe Jordan thing, what is work ethic without talent? Nothing. So I can agree that a person can have, if Kobe Bryant could be at the gym 3 hours before everybody else, and he could stay at the gym 4 hours after everybody else shooting free throws. But if his ass was 4'5" and couldn't get the ball in the basket, that work ethic meant nothing. You still had to have talent, and work ethic can make up where you have some deficiencies. But minus the talent, or you have to have some talent there for the work ethic to matter at all. Because other than that, the work ethic means nothing.
Can I rebuttal now? That rebuttal?
Yes. But go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. So usually, I like that you brought that up because I was ready for that. So when it comes to the quote unquote, what is skill without a work ethic? What is work ethic without skill? Well, at the end of the day, it's the same thing. You know why? Because at the end of the day, if you accomplish and achieve greatness, whether we have different levels of it or pyramids of it, she ended up getting infamous, whether it's in a good, bad, or in the middle. She ended up becoming almost a 2 million subscribing channel, which most channels don't get that far. She ended up becoming networking with people that you wouldn't think would be sitting in a room, let alone on a podcast, people from different cultures and lifestyles. Not to mention, she was able to win and play at the high school, collegiate, and semi-professional level. So as an athlete. So clearly on more than one end, she has done it. Whether we like it or hate it or in the middle of it, it doesn't matter. Achievements and accomplishments is what, at the end of the day, does end up resulting because of the work ethic, which is a skill.
Yeah. Can I add context to Marcus? Also, people need to understand the audience. I think that was a whole major key plan with Pearl from the ground floor up. Like, again, we listed before on y'all platform where her her starting point was it went from Twitter with the boyfriend, so she probably learned from him. Moved on to YouTube. She was trying her niches out, where she was doing the white girl rapper video, reacting to other things videos, reacting to Kevin Samuels and some other things. So as influencer, we need to understand the audience as well, and I think she had gravitated toward that. Whether we can argue the fact, because I think that's pretty much a lot of people play that into the morals grounds of it, but I think people need to understand the actual game of it. Because if we can sit there and say, "Oh, this person is copying something else or stealing something else," it's still a talent. Because technically, originally, if I say, "Hey, I'm a singer," I wasn't the first singer, I wasn't the first guitarist. So people need to understand just the influence with the audience, what they can get and give with their audience, and I'll leave it like that. Especially when it comes to their interests.
Acceptable.
Bro, see, you want to jump in? You woke?
Sir.
Woke?
Got him.
Oh, I muted myself. Yeah, I just feel like she was huh?
No, go ahead, sir. I apologize.
She's just not talented, and when I say talented, I mean she's not doing nothing out of the ordinary. There's other factors working in her favor to bring her those views and bring her those subs and stuff like that. There's other stuff in her working in her favor. Now, am I saying she don't work hard? Yeah, she works hard, but it doesn't matter if you work hard if you don't. Sometimes it's not only do you need to work hard, but you need to be in the right place at the right time. You need to have certain things happening for you as well. So, and so she being a female, we all know that females have a much easier time getting subscribers than us as guys, right? Okay. So then if you become international, you start promoting a message that just about the whole world has to deal with, but you push it internationally as a female, you're going to attract a lot more subscribers. I don't really think she's talented because I don't see where she didn't used any talent to get where she's got. She just worked hard like any other person could work hard. That we don't at a certain point. Now, this is where I will say this: there's a distinction. If you have if you're like Rico said, if you're 5'4" and you shoot 100 jumpers every day, yeah, you might get good. You might be the captain of your high school team. You might even get a D1 scholarship. You're not going to the NBA. You're not. You just don't have what it takes. See, but somebody who does have the size, strength, and have the certain qualities that are more will work better in that environment. If that person puts in a lot of work, right? Like the Michael Jordans, Magics and so forth, when they put in the work and talent, then you can see it strengthens their talent and it broadens them into other talents, right? First they learn how to shoot, then they can dribble, then they can dunk, then they can do so it strengthens their talents for other things. But if you're not set up properly, even if you got a good work ethic, you just don't have the talent, or you just not have not only the talent but the proper accoutrements to go with it to make it so that when your talent and your work habits can work together, and what Howie Mandel said is your peak, right? I mean, not Howie Mandel, Howie, the guy that was on the Raiders. He said, when your talent and your ability and your physical abilities come together, that in your brain power and all that come together, that's you at your peak. You're at your peak, right? So I just don't see. And if you guys have a talent that she has shared that I don't know about, please. She doesn't have in my opinion, she doesn't have a talent for speaking. She doesn't have a talent for maintaining engagement. She doesn't really have any talent. She's not what I think most people would say is good looking. I mean, she doesn't have some of these different accoutrements that would help you in a video format like YouTube. But if you guys can show me some talent that she has displayed, please, I'm all ears.
Well, I took a few notes you said. So I feel like the thing that you said was, first of all, you kept saying I feel like, so that's very emotional serve you. So thank you for that. That emotions and logic doesn't work here. Okay. Then you made a
I was gonna say we're rating her looks now too. That's acquisition to
a
skill set.
lot of emotion. I'm confused too, Mark. A lot of emotions, a lot of feelings here. But again, this is where here at the Great Pill Podcast, we separate the biases from a lot of things. So Brother Clarence made one statement here. He said she works hard, but he wouldn't correlate that to a skill set or a talent. I think that's false. If I go to a job and I sit there and train hard, work hard, that's a skill set I'm building up. And then I learn some more extra side skills because, again, I'll use for like working on a machine. Nobody might not know that machine better than I do, right? But the handbook is there, okay? But I might know it better than the handbook. That's actually a skill set and talent. Then you made a statement, said, but she has to be at the right place at the right time. So if I'm at the gym and I'm sitting there pumping iron for 6 hours straight, so I got to sit there and wait to get lucky for someone to say, hey, guy, I want you to be an IBF pro. It doesn't work like that. Pearly Things actually took the time out to use her skills and talent to move and navigate to the process of YouTube and within social media to get what she needs to get where she got to with the views, the subscribers, the super chats, the memberships, the Patreons, even down to her 5 multiple channels. And this is where we at now. So, and last point from this one, you said the not speaking and singing, and you mentioned about the looks. I just said earlier, if I sit there and go up and just say and sing a little harmonies, that doesn't make me talented off of that one ability that I'm using, but there's other avenues around my talents. And I'll leave it there.
Can I add on? Because I did ask in the private chat. So real quick, I'm just gonna say it because Abrosi did bring it up that she doesn't really have a knack or a certain talent for conversating the people, but yet she's gone out in public, walking the streets internationally and domestically within the States and over in the UK, among other places. So she has done that, and she has had engagement. Whether the person was triggered, attacked them, were engaging, it was good, bad, and minus, in the middle, it was still engaged. And then on top of that, she clearly has a talent and a knack for marketing. And I'm going to ask real quick, Rico and Clarence and even Grey Pill, are usually people that become leaders, do you find them talented or skilled because they're leaders?
No.
You don't find leadership? No. You know? Okay. Well, let me just divvy down because
one at a time.
Clearly, right? I understand that part. However, the team that she brought on that was under her guys or her leadership, quote unquote, that she hired, whether it was Auntie or who, other guy, King Riches, whatever, all these other people, they were all part of her team, all networking, marketing, etc. So they were clearly under her leadership at the time. So clearly they were doing something right. People were engaged, watching her clips. Grey Pill knows my comments on her content. I don't like watching it half the time because to me it's not as engaging as other content creators sometimes. I've said it before live and behind the scenes, and I'll say it right now. All right? So clearly there's something right because people are either commenting in the comment section, live chat, engaging, and clearly the interest and the sparks in the debate and other conversations they've had. So clearly something's working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay, go ahead, old crusty.
Okay, let me add. So then I'm assuming we're saying talented. Then you must show some form of success to be considered talented. Is that?
Yeah, because not everybody's going to be successful. So if that was the case, everybody would be successful.
Okay, so if you don't have success, then you're assumed not to be talented. I'm just trying to guess that.
That's the gray area, sure.
Okay, because I would even disagree with that because for me, and most people will tell you the definition of success is where hard work meets opportunity and luck. Mm-hmm. So some people can work very hard, have talent, but then get an opportunity. But the luck factor that I think we're all overlooking, which led to a big part of a lot of these content creators blowing up, which was the pandemic. Because let's face it, all these content creators weren't born during the pandemic. A lot of them were content creators before the pandemic. And that once a 100-year pandemic did create a very captive audience to allow a lot of these content creators to grow. Now, granted, yes, you could say, well, why didn't many other ones? Because they didn't have any talent. So what I'm saying is but you see some of the bigger content creators in the space well before the pandemic that was skyrocketing and have continued. They didn't rely on that luck aspect of it that's so crucial for a lot of people. Now, speaking to the point of the Auntie Jenny and the King Riches, if you have, just because you have the financial backing to go out and capture other people's talents and bring them, I think that's a good management skill. I'll give you that. But to me, that's akin to a basketball team owner or a football team owner. Well, they hired the best talent, but they can't play fucking ball. So I don't necessarily believe because you hire talent and capitalize on it, whether you're a record company label, Diddy ain't have a whole bunch of damn talent, but he had an eye for talent. He was great for going out picking talent and things like that.
But Diddy was also cute.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying? That you get what I'm trying to say. It's like it's a difference between, and I'll give her credit for that. But she had the financial backing to do what I think gave her a bit of an unfair advantage that most of those content creators didn't have the financial backing that she had to go out and bring on more people. We've seen a few other content creators try to do it. Mr. Daniels and maybe a few others, but she was good at it and she was able to do the London thing. So that gave her an edge. And the last thing I'll say, and I'll stop it right after this, I will give her credit because the way that she was able to recognize the weakness of her audience and to play to them was a great skill. That was on par with Mr. Samuels. He knew, like, hey, I don't have to be smart. I just know they're dumb. And unfortunately, I think a lot of her success, Mr. Samuels and some of the other ones, they got some dumbass subs. The end.
Okay, but if we're going to correlate that to, because if we're going to say people on YouTube is dumb, that's still a talent and skill. Because look at because Brother Clarence mentioned media overall as a whole, right? Television, music, radio, even back in y'all guys' day, just radio, period. Even the newspapers, people would just put on tabloids the shock jockeying, the most boldest critical thing out there, just for the people, the idiots you call them, actually would pick up and grab in paper to buy and sell it. That's literally what Pearl's doing. She's she's marketing herself, the brand, the titles, whatever catchphrases and clickbaits that she's doing, just like everybody, all the old school newspaper. All this is basically a recycle of everything.
Agreed.
So
that's the saying, if it bleeds, it leads. So even the newspapers today, the crime, that's why crime is always so overly reported, because it gets viewers.
You sure it's not about the looks, Rico? You sure it's not about the looks?
That too.
Can't make this up. You can't make this.
What'd you say, Maud? Inky?
She's not that attractive, though.
No, she's not.
She gets hers just from the social skills, her ability to be able to socialize, mix and mingle, along with the family money to help provide her for travel until she was able to build up her own empire.
Correct. Krusty, can you elaborate on when you said the pandemic and you mentioned about, because I'm like confused, like, so for people, pandemic, is it just luck or timing? Because I'm a little bit confused. Like, can you elaborate on that?
The pandemic, it was basically about timing. Basically, the whole world shut down for 2-3 years, and people's YouTube consumption went through the fucking roof.
Amen.
It just went through the roof. Everybody, mine's included. So consuming all those hours of YouTube, I'll even tell you, I probably got 130 subscriptions. I ain't watching 130 channels. I'm lucky if I can get 3 now. But during the pandemic, I could say I was watching almost half of them regularly because what the hell else could we do? So that was like a captive audience almost for a 2-year period. And everybody's media consumption habit really went through the roof. It was only but so much Netflix you could watch, so much binge TV. So people really started binging on these YouTube channels. They exploded. The channels exploded.
I still have to attack that argument because I still feel like that's a talent within somebody to say, you know what, this is the time and the moment to capitalize on it. And let me quote something that Abram Priest said. They've been around for over 5 years. They were just the guys that sit on our couch
longer
conversations. Thank you for the correction, for longer. And he himself said what you said, but he said he knew when that moment happened, that's when they're going to blow up. So again, it's a marketing strategy. Okay, you people have to learn how to capitalize on the time and the moment. I don't feel like it's always luck. When you see an opportunity, shout out to her strong capitalism mindset, whether we can sit there and say we hate her or not, that's what she jumped up on. Some people actually recognize her toxic behaviors, and at the same time, other people understood her toxic behavior, how she was capitalizing off of things.
So how do you think that would have correlated minus the pandemic? She got through the pandemic roughly almost, I think, Marcus, you said almost 2 million subs.
No, it was after. It was like
right,
after.
I'm saying, but that was
but if you combine all the channels, she probably has a couple million at least.
But what I'm saying is the pandemic was the rocket fuel that boosted her up to that. So if we take the pandemic out, what would she be? 100,000, 200,000? Because you wouldn't have had that rocket fuel.
Do most channels still have 200,000 subs?
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, her channel sub count would be clearly less than half of what the growth, because the growth, it was put on steroids. So then it's like, okay, but if you got talent, I expect you to get that, because I can tell you who did it, the PewDiePies, the Paul brothers, none of them, and I don't even particularly.
But they were also on other social media platforms before the YouTube stream thing.
But what I'm literally saying is look at how they've exploded well in advance of the pandemic. And those are guys I would say, okay, whether I like them or not, they got talent. They got talent. They can pull an audience. PewDiePie, the Paul brothers, Mr. Beast, they gonna pull your ass.
So how different is that from Pearl then?
Huh?
So how different is that from Pearl? If you're calling those people skilled, then she's doing the same thing.
Pearl has what they have. That's what I'm saying.
But your argument just fell on itself, Uncle Rico.
Huh?
Your argument just fell on itself. It collapsed on itself when you just made that point.
I'm saying
because
I don't think Pearl and them are the same.
They're doing the same.
But the results are still peaking.
Yes, but I'm saying the results that she got was goosed. You know what I'm saying? It's artificial. Theirs was real, organic. Theirs was natural growth minus needing the steroid, the goosing of the pandemic to goose their numbers and their growth. That's what I'm pointing out. It's like you guys are just completely ignoring that and saying that would have been Pearl's art if we didn't have the pandemic. And I'm like, you guys can't be serious. You guys are seriously telling me you believe her art would have been what it was if we did not have the pandemic?
Well, we have to go back in time and stop the pandemic, then see for that. So we can't really say for sure.
But
I'm not Dr. Manhattan.
I tell you what, we know her numbers exploded in the middle of the pandemic. We do know
Can we say
hers and Kevin Samuels exploded in the middle of the pandemic.
Can I add something?
Go ahead.
We do know that though, right?
Let me add this. Well, let me add this because if by definition, if you're going to use that logic because of the pandemic, not everybody's channel exploded in the pandemic.
Correct.
I agree. Okay. But I said that earlier. I said, so they had absolutely, these are people who channel probably wouldn't grow even if you did another pandemic because they just are untalented. So I can't put the untalented. I'm like, okay, they just really have no fucking talent. I get that. But I'm saying if there's clear evidence of people who channel, and I mean, when didn't go up like this, shit went like this in the middle of the pandemic. And then we watch other content creators who channel went like this through the pandemic and just because it was going that way before. So it's a straight, you know, a normal natural progression. But then you see these guys who go up and now since the pandemic's ended, you know what you're seeing with a lot of those channels?
Well, I'm at the call speculation on that. So if we're going to actually show like 100 content creators channel with their algorithms versus Pearls, then that's pretty much just hearsay. So we're guesstimating at this point.
Overruled.
Yeah, Brother Clarence, do you have anything to say? Because I feel like Uncle Krusty here is drowning in hypotheticals. A lot of hypotheticals here.
I just feel like you know, she's just not. She doesn't have any talent, and you don't have to have talent to make money. So I think that maybe you guys are confusing. I could be wrong, but maybe you guys are conflating making money with being talented. It's a lot of talented guys out there that didn't make the NBA, not because they're not talented, but they just don't have the right head for it. They're just not mentally prepared to do what it takes to do the business part of the NBA, right? But they're
but y'all keep comparing a YouTube influencer versus sports and athletics.
Marcus brought that up. So get on your
I only hold on, time out. If I may add context, to be fair, because I'm a victim now and I'm a survivor of this. I only brought that up because if she used like that same drive when she was in sports, getting to the high school level, then getting to the college level, then getting to the semi-professional level, which quote unquote is a skill. And a lot of times when you need to be that good or develop that to get paid to play sports, you need to have discipline, skills, work ethic. Need I say more?
Luck.
A little bit. But if you're going to base it off, so then by definition, Kobe was lucky all the time?
No,
Jordan was lucky all the time?
I said, I'm just saying, luck is like
Mike Tyson's lucky all the time?
Who?
Mike Tyson's lucky all the time?
And boxing is a chess game.
Most of the time.
But here's the reality. We know everybody.
Boxing is a chess game.
Listen, every basketball team got 12 players. You can tell me the starting five, name number 12. But he's on that team. See what I'm saying? The 12th man is on that team, on a basketball team, and most people don't know who he is.
So are we equating that 12th man to Pearl now?
Can I finish? Because this went off the
Well,
rails.
bring your partner here because he actually yelled in point. So
all right. So what I'm saying is that talent doesn't necessarily reflect money, and it doesn't, just because you're talented, you're going to make money. There's a lot of talented people. So that means that just because you're not talented doesn't mean you're not going to make money. You can sometimes it's being in the right place at the right time, doing the right things at the right time. And regardless if you have talent or not, if you can do certain things, in a disciplined way, you can make money, right? So I don't see, I think that because when I hear you guys talk about her being talented, the first thing you guys go to is she's successful. Well, there's women on OnlyFans that's taking off their clothes. I mean, we all take off our clothes every day, but they're over on OnlyFans taking off their clothes.
Is this going back to looks again?
No, this is just
face rating.
I'm just.
OnlyFans does not need looks; it just needs bravery.
Well, you know what I'm saying. You got to be able.
Is that a talent?
You got to be able to do something that the people want, right? The people want to see. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be talented to do that. They just want to see something, right? And Pearl will give an audience certain things. I will say that she has a mental aptitude. She's smart. I will say she's smart. I'm not going to say she's talented, but she's smart, where she knows that she doesn't have the talent, but you got people like King Richards has talent. Other people that she had on the platform had talent. And if you can put them people together, and give them a platform to be able to talk to the people, then hey, you build something. That's something you can build on. And she was smart enough to recognize that. But as far as her, because we're talking about her having talent, I wasn't talking about her playing sports or none of that. that got brought into it. But I'm just talking about, is she talented? Period. I have not seen anything that would say that she's talented. Now, just because she's making money, right? A heroin addicted crack whore can go out there and make money, right? So that doesn't mean they successful, right? So they can.
Yeah,
I'm living in
they
Los
can.
Angeles, right here off Skid Row. So I know that I don't live off Skid Row, but I'm not too far from Skid Row. So I'm not too far from Figueroa Avenue. So I know that there's people out there that can make money. You don't need no talent. You just give the people what they want.
And let me ask you a question. But let me ask you
If I may interject real quick, I think what you all are trying to get at is she capitalized on her ability to have really good social skills, and that is to meet and greet with the people that got her to where she's at.
Are social skills still a skill?
The social skill, it is a skill. It's to have good social skills. Some
Okay.
people don't have good social skills.
But
So
social-
that prevents them
disagree
from
with
being
having
able
good
to
social-
communicate or, you know, have the ability to, okay, say for instance, someone doesn't have good social skills, someone has. You have two people, one doesn't, one does. And we'll use P. Diddy, for example. If someone is really shy and they don't have good social skills, they would
She brought up P. Diddy again.
yeah, I love him. He's great. I met him in person. For someone who doesn't have good social skills, would be shy. They wouldn't be like, hey, what's up? You know, get to know him. Where someone that does would have that ability to build a rapport with him and possibly, you know, get lucky. That's where the get lucky part comes in. It wasn't the coming across the person, it's having the social skills to communicate with the person. So that is a skill.
But
I digress.
But we have to admit, it's a pretty basic fucking skill. Social skills is basically
Wow, are you really saying that?
Hold on, time out. So by definition, everybody would have that, but not most people don't,
Right,
or
and
half
that's what I'm
at least
there
half the
saying
people
is
don't.
Not even half. As much as the spaces, we've seen ahead that does not have no real social skills.
But listen to what we're saying. It's a basic fucking skill if you're a basic, decent human being. It's basically manners and the basic ability to communicate is social skills. You don't have to wow every room that you go in, because to be social is just the ability to interact. Now, I understand this world is full of assholes. So it seems like it's something special because we got more assholes in the world than we need. We have an abundance of people today.
I agree. You're coming off as one. But anyway.
Let me finish. This is the world we're in. So when we see someone with some basic decency and social skills and ability to communicate, which I approve of and I agree with, I'm not gonna go fucking wow. I'm like, hey, you know, he's a nice guy. He's cool. You know, he can interact. But that's because if we're in a world where all of a sudden people done got used to celebrating assholes. Everybody gonna be a Gordon Ramsay or this and that because they're a boss and shit like that. I don't come from that headspace that, well, at least they're not an asshole, so they're special. I think everybody should be treating everybody decently the way that I expect. And if you come in my space,
see now, but now we're convoluting different things now, though. Now it goes back to morals again.
Right, but that's
and how you look at it.
Yeah,
but
they're about them feelings, man. They're about them feelings here.
Hold on. Time out. Gordon Ramsay, regardless if he's a skillful asshole or a skillful chef, he's still a skillful chef.
But he's an asshole, is what I'm saying. We're talking about social.
Okay, but you keep focusing on the a-hole. But he's still a skillful chef who makes multi-millions, has a YouTube channel, restaurant, and all that. But you brought it up, though.
Right, but I'm not talking about his skills as a chef. We're talking about social skills, which is people. That's something that we're
clearly he has some social skills because he's running empires right now.
We're all supposed to have social skills, the ability to talk to one another.
Hey Rico,
respect.
let me prove their logic. Rico, oh my God, you speak English. I can understand you. You got talent, Rico. You're very talented, Rico. Oh my God, let's put a show around you right now, Rico. You speaking English. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And then here's my question. Let me
ask you. So now, because we learn a language now, that's just okay.
Hold on, Marcus.
Well, nobody ever said that to me. Y'all said that she could talk, so that's a skill, right?
But while you're on the road, give me Pearl's specific. Give me her specific talent, because I would.
Rico, I asked them that.
I already gave a list.
Man, we named like 5. You know what?
We gave at least 5 or 6.
Yeah, we
a lot of people. That's a
I'm going
talent.
to tell you the totality of Pearl's talent, and then you're going to sit there and argue to me that it's something other than that. She's just was a fucking provocateur, just like all the rest of these people in her space.
Hey, Rico, you know, Rico, when you're done with your long tangent, let me know.
Provocative. Go.
Hey, Rico, so you think Charlemagne the God is a skillful person?
You got to make faces about that.
Yeah, I got to think about it because I don't want to say he's untalented. He's a weird kid, you know. He's
okay. Do you want to rate his face? Is he an a-hole?
Look at the face rating up in here, man.
He can be an asshole. He can be.
I'm saying it because I'm being petty because they brought it up.
He can be.
We didn't bring up Charlemagne.
Yeah.
No. I'm bringing up what y'all were doing on the layers y'all were doing earlier, and it goes back to Pearl. But when it comes to Charlemagne, just to use it as an analogy, a lot of people would say he's skillful. For marketing, he's got his own show now on Comedy Central. He also has the Breakfast Club, which he was a part of for years.
I think that Comedy Central shit is done. That's a wash.
Either way, he still did it. He still got that.
Yeah.
You know why he got that? Because he's been in the industry kissing everybody's ass. He probably been.
Were you there? Were you there?
Social skills.
He probably been to Diddy's parties, getting dinner with his little looking ass.
Okay, now we're going to allegations, speculations, hypotheticals. We're going down. You know, I need to see a discovery or affidavit, please.
Those big court settlements, so we don't go to court. There's the speculation.
Jesus.
Okay, speculate. But I won't do the industry.
Overruled.
We know the industry is a wash and people doing all sorts of crazy shit to be successful. The industry is a wash.
I like how he just moved the goalpost. He didn't just move a goalpost. He picked one up, he carved it, and he made a new one, Grey Pill.
You know what's crazy? The same question they asking us, but I was gonna have that same question for brother Clarence because I'm like, he keeps saying that she's not talented. Just keep saying she's not talented. Thumb down. Can you list like 5? Have you? Well, just ask this. Have you seen any of her content?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, a lot of it, right, from her early time up to now.
I'm not a fan of hers, but I've seen some of her content.
Okay, so what have you seen on there? You can pinpoint, say, hey.
Unbiased.
5, we'll say 3, 5 or 3. Say, hey, this is something that's not talented of her.
Well, what I can say is instead of me saying that she's not talented or that I got to find 5 things that prove that she's not talented,
I'm good with 3.
To say that I don't see nothing that proves that she is talented. Meaning that usually we would say somebody's talented would have a certain ability that is above the average person, they're able to do something a little better than the average person. So I would say that would be a talent in my viewpoint. And so I haven't seen her anything that you guys keep saying, oh my God, man, she's so talented because she can sit in a crowd of people and speak English. All of us could do that, right? So I don't see no talent there. Now, is she?
When you say all of us could do that, who is all of us?
I think everybody on this panel could do that.
Do what exactly?
Sit in front of a group of people and just talk to them in English. I think any one of us could do that. Hold a conversation with someone. I think so. I don't think any one of us is without that ability. So therefore, just because she can do it and she's getting more views doing it doesn't mean she's talented to me. Now, there might be other factors in there that's attracting those other views, right? She's a female, she's Caucasian, she's over in the UK. There might be some other factors going into that make the people say, oh, well, and then she's working with all of these black people. So there's a they call that kind of a taboo going on there, right? So it's a lot of stuff that might be going into it. That, and then on top of that, like Rico was saying, she's very provocative, right? She's quote unquote gonna get you, you know what I mean? So that may be also thing that people want to see, right? The Chris Hansen effect, right? I'm gonna get you, you know what I mean? So people want to see something like that. But all those things put together, I think that has play a big part. I think if she just had to go on just talking to people, I don't think she would get a lot of views. That's just me.
She has, though.
But she, like I told you, Marcus, there's a lot of other factors involved. If you strip all those factors away, I don't think she would. Now,
Yeah,
the
but you just
question is
added.
not whether she has. She already has she already has the subscriber. So to talk about that is kind of like another conversation, right?
And
The
if we're
real
going to
issue
say,
is
if we're going to say she talked to a lot of people, she talked to a lot of provocative people. So the people she talked to had just as much the pull for her views.
Who falls under provocative?
So
what type of people?
Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes.
After she got 100K.
Right, but listen, what I'm saying is
after she got 1 million.
But here's the guys. Here's the deal, right? If we brought over a provocative person right here to this stream today, we know that the views for this particular stream will go through the roof because you oftentimes do. That's why they go out and look to do those collaborations with people because you bring their audience too that you normally don't have. We've seen content creators have somebody big on their viewership live in the chat.
I had Nathan Daly. On here, and everybody came for him, and I literally got 1.5 views in a day.
Right, and that's what I'm sitting there saying is so that's a part of it as well. So even when you look at all her views, show me the videos where they're just through the fucking roof, and it's just her.
There's plenty. There's plenty. There's Career Pill. Ain't there plenty?
There's plenty. But I'm giving him an example with.
I'm saying that's after she built that audience, like they said, they don't. After she built her audience from the provocateurism, then you get there by.
You're kind of making the argument of the chicken or the egg, though, aren't you?
Well, because we know other smaller YouTube content creators that's
like what came first.
Like your boy CT, right? CT say the same outlandish shit she says. Where's his growth? He says the same outlandish shit.
Hey, now to be fair,
on, time out.
He's always solo dolo with these little crazy
exactly,
antics.
But that's what I'm saying.
Time out. Because
he speaks that same anti-black shit that she does, but he's solo dolo. I give him.
Well, he's done it to other cultures too, though.
Interviewers that she got, so I see why hers is different, and I'm saying that you cannot dismiss. That, I bring on Andrew Tate. Oh, yeah, shit, we're going to have 50 million views because they here for Andrew Tate. Come on. We're being too dismissive.
Well, there's groups of people that are there for Pearl, and then there's groups of people there for, just like here on this stream, there's people here because they probably rock with you. There's people here that probably rock with Grey Pill or Brother C, even Pinky, even me, whatever. I don't think I'm like that, but I'm not on that level, in my opinion.
But cheerful. You got little fans in here too. You got people.
No, the lady in the chat thought I was Pearl's coach, and she mixed me up with the other Marcus. That's what she said in the chat. Yeah, boys. I guess I'm that. I got clout now.
But at the end of the day, we cannot deny the fact that the guests you bring on bring substantial views to those streams, which is why they invite them. Same thing that we said regular media does. Regular media does the same thing. Regular TV bring on the stars because everybody's going to fucking watch.
It's part of the entertainment industry.
Yes.
Isn't that where half the stuff Pearl does?
But not everybody's entertaining, though.
Yeah,
everybody's that's what I'm saying. But we're saying it's not because of her. She doesn't have the talent. She brings the talent.
It's like saying every movie that's gonna be in the theaters is gonna be a box office hit, but most movies aren't.
No, we're just saying. I feel like y'all are saying Pearl alone, Queen Pearly built this empire.
All right, now you're adding a lot of words now.
No, she has no
First
talent.
it was feelings, Marcus. Now it was.
It's the looks. Now it's the fact that she's what? I'm waiting for them to bring up height and dress size. Shout out to Kevin Samuels.
Okay. You know I'm not a fan of Kevin Samuels, but I will give him credit. He built this shit on his own. He built his on his own, whether I like him or not. It was just him.
But he also networked. He also networked and worked with other people though too.
Which was a talent.
But
something that Pearl did.
For the most part, he had talent and he did it on his own.
He also has social skills, right?
This show.
He also has social skills, right?
Yes.
Wait,
so then Pearl has social skills.
Can I
we
say
all got
that?
social skills.
That's what I'm saying. So
well, common sense ain't common. Remember that, Rico. Common sense ain't common.
Yeah, your words, Rico. Your words.
Clarence.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I just want to ask a question. Okay.
Sure.
Now we've been asking for talent, right? I I thought we was looking at a talent that she would display, but now we're saying that her connecting with other people, that's a talent, right? Just like you have a page that has a lot of subscribers, and others and other people with big pages want to come onto your platform. That's a talent. To me, that's not a talent. To me, it'll be a talent if we over here, we were able to get Pearl to come over there on Let's Talk About Black Life. That would be a talent. Because she would be coming over for some other reason, definitely not for views and clicks. She'll be coming up. I will be able to put that game on her to come over for other than just the clicks and the views, right? That would be tough. But to me, if you have a big channel and you got other big people that have other big channels and they think they can get some of your audience, you think they can get some of, I mean, that's just how the YouTube game goes, right? Most of the time, right? So how is that talented? How was that talented? You know what I'm saying? Like, how was that talented? If I say to you, Grey Pill, I want you to come over to my channel. I'm going to pay you $10,000, 10 bands to come over to my. That's talent. I don't understand.
No, but if you pay me $10,000, say, yo, Grey Pill, I need you to help me manage my channel and blow it up for 10 grand. Oh, I'll blow that sucker up. Your niche wouldn't be your niche no more. It'd be something totally different.
But that's still not talent, Grey Pill. That's me paying you.
Talk about Pearly right now, Grey Pill. Grey Pill, calm down, calm down, okay. calm down, Grey Pill. Right. We talking about Pearly.
So hard money.
But that's still talent, Grey Pill.
I'm just trying to find out where's her talent.
Okay, well,
I'm still waiting for them to bring up height, weight, dress size, because that's the only thing they haven't pulled out from her physical appearance.
I promise you, somebody's gonna talk about heels.
Guys bringing that up and then saying, "No, well, that's not what we're talking about." Well, you the guys are what
y'all brought that up. Y'all team no talent.
I'm just saying she has. I don't. That's why I say I feel. This is
I got a list here. I got a list here. My bad. Go ahead.
Quick, Andrews. Let me say this real quick. I keep saying I feel because I know some other people may feel that she is talented. So I'm excluding myself.
Feelings will misguide you.
I understand that. It can a lot of times. So that's why I say this is how I feel about the situation. I don't know if she's talented. I never met her, talked to her. So how can I determine how talented she is or the length of her talent if she has any? Only thing I can go by is what I see, right?
You know who dictates your talent most of the time, though? Your success for your talent is. You know who dictates the success for your talent?
Who?
The market.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
The market.
But to me, success.
Facts and numbers don't lie, though.
Well, no. They give you a blurry vision of what's actually going on. Sometimes you see a person that has a lot of money and you think, oh man, they live in a golden life. But if you get behind the facade, you see that they wife don't respect them, their children don't respect them, the co-workers don't respect them. The only reason why people are paying attention to them because they have money. This is what I'm saying.
Again, bro, so you brought up facade because it goes down to morals.
Well, I don't want to use facade. I didn't bring up morals. But I don't want to use facade.
But facade correlates with morals usually.
I can't correlate nothing with her because I don't know her. I haven't met her. I don't know what she's about once you get past the facade, the YouTube facade. Only thing I can go by is what she's been given. What she pressed that post button and she's sending out here to us. So that's all I got to go by. And to me, I don't see any. She's not no more. Marcus, if I took you and I took you over to the UK and I surrounded you with a bunch of other talented people and I started putting into you, we started, like Angela said, we start putting money into you and investing in you and blowing you up. I mean, you will be just as successful.
Not if I don't have skill. Not if I don't, because it'll be short-lived. It'll be short-lived flame. It'll fizzle out.
Let me ask you a question. What skill does she have that you don't?
Clearly, she's done the networking and the marketing better than I have.
She just got
clearly access. She'd beat me on that.
Don't have access. That's all she has is access.
Okay. Well, clearly she's doing that right. That's part of talent and skill.
Networking is not.
I'm able to hold the L on that.
Everybody can't network.
Networking is not a talent. That's just something you do.
Networking, marketing, social skills.
No.
I think we have a list of this. Hold on, because I was going to say
you
this
either
earlier.
network or you don't. That's not a talent.
Let me get a word in real quick, just a list, because again, person with talent. First of all, creating a content, that's talent number one. Can we agree to that? Okay, that's the talent. Something she did. Understand the
Millions
audience.
of other YouTubers are doing the same thing.
Okay, but it's still a talent. Everybody can't.
I agree with you there, Great Pill.
Okay.
If you create the content,
it's a talent.
Original content is a talent.
It's
good
a talent.
or bad.
It's a
That's
talent.
a talent.
Okay,
I agree with that.
Understanding your audience, that's a talent. Creativity, that's a talented.
No.
Engagement skills, that's a talented. The ability to do something is a talented.
Yes.
Brand building is a talented.
No.
Networking is a talent. Understanding your analytics is a talent.
No.
No?
No.
You can hire somebody to do all that.
Networking. Those are what you call soft skills.
Okay, so then by definition, a person that's applying for that position that has that talent and skill set in the market clearly has a skill set. So by definition, if they're networking and you hire them as a part of your networking liaison team, they have a skill set.
Okay, but the person hiring them doesn't. That's why they're hiring them, right?
Yeah.
She was doing all this before they even came on. Even
before she even blew up, she would go to people's houses that were known people already.
And now, let me ask you a question. What would happen if me and Rico went to somebody's house out here? They would be like,
I'd call CPS.
Right? Right? So she has certain things that's going to allow her to get access to that maybe the rest of us probably wouldn't have access. So I'm not saying don't take advantage of that. Take advantage of it. Do what you can. I'm not saying she's dumb or anything. I think she's very smart. I think she was a hard worker. The question you guys asked was, does she have talent? That was the question. Now, I'm still waiting on an answer for that. I asked you twice. Rico asked you.
Whoa,
now we're going to we've asked you, but clearly we've listed a whole bunch of points.
The older you get, the more depth we get. Like, I swear to God, we just answered this question over and over again.
What talent did you say? You asked me for a talent. Then you said, now you saying a talent is a skill. That wasn't the way we started out.
But you also said,
well, that was brought up on an old stream. That was brought up on an old stream a long time ago where you were trying to equate that before. It came from y'all mouth.
Okay, let's put it this way then. Because the way you guys are describing talent, right? And I think talent can be a soft skill. These are soft skills. They can be a talent. But these are things that almost anybody can possess. So when you guys decided y'all wanted to speak about Pearl, y'all spoke about her as if y'all were defining her as above, having a skill set above everyone else.
No,
so far, all these skills. But listen. So far, what I'm saying is, all of these skill sets that you guys are defining, I'm like, they're in fucking everybody. So I don't consider things that almost social skills, network. I'm like, now, do I network? Absolutely. Will someone else network? Maybe not. But anybody can do it.
Just contradict yourself. Contradict yourself. You just contradict yourself. You said you have it, but someone else maybe
I
not.
said I do it. Someone else may not do it. Like networking is simply you go to work, meeting other people in other departments and talking to them and building up network for future potential. Because I'm social.
You still have to deliver, right? When you network, right? You still got to deliver.
Introvert has the ability to do it, but may just choose not to do it. So I don't see that as a talent because I'm not doing something that everybody else can't do.
Uncle Rico.
Yes.
Let me challenge that for a minute. And this is what anecdotal, right? It was a kid I recently knew, I think like 2 months ago. He was working at Wendy's, and I found out he had quit his job. But before he did that, he was talking about he had like 3 goals set in mind. He wanted to get a CDL license. He wanted to go to class for something. He wanted to do something else. So I was like, okay. So we had it all hashed out. He explained his plan. I didn't say anything to him because, again, I'm not his dad. I'm not his mom. I played the whole big brother role and went from there, right? A month later, come to find out, he quit his job just for no reason, just quit his job. So him and another kid, a friend, I guess, knew him in the neighborhood, was standing right there, and I'm already talking to him. And the guy looked at him. As I'm talking to him, I said, hey, you do know that time that you just quit your job, you could apply and got a benefit because you're unemployed to pay for you to go to school for free. And he just looked And I said, yeah. And that whole month you in school to get your CDL license, which would be a couple of weeks. And I even told you, you don't have to go to class for to get your permit. Just go there, take the test. And I even directed him, there's another place you can go, and they will actually give you, like, because there's apps and stuff like kind of give you not the answers, but like tell you what they ask on basic stuff. And I said, within that 30-day period, you could have went there before you quit your job, got your permit, went to class for like 4 to 6 weeks for it to get your CDL, and they'll train you. And if you actually pass, 4 to 6 weeks to get all that, and you would have a job sitting and waiting for you when you're done. And he just looking like he didn't know how to figure anything. And the kid looked at him next to him like, duh, that's easy. So some people have the talent and skills to do certain things, and some people don't. That's the point that we're saying. So if we're saying right now, just as far as YouTube goes, we're pro things in the media, obviously she did something that, whether we hate her or not, dislike her, she scaled above us as YouTubers, because we do got morals. So I'll give you that. She went to a whole nother level, and she went there with the marketing, the talent, everything I listed before. So she did that. Everybody don't have that to do.
But Great Pill, what you described is called ambition and initiative. That's it. Not talent. You described ambition and initiative.
Well, maybe he felt like
he did bring up morals too, though.
Right. I'm saying some people have it.
Maybe he felt like he didn't have the talent to even do that.
Right. But again, if you don't have the ambition or the initiative to do something, just because you have it doesn't mean that's ambition and initiative. And what you described is the perfect. That's what that is. That it's not the kid that said, "Oh, that's easy." Has the
hey, talent. Uncle Rico, real quick.
One wants to do it and one doesn't.
Hey, Uncle Rico, because you and me are both, former retired servicemen, right? We were both veterans. You know that not everybody out there, when they were training, had the same skill set as the other. Some were better shooters than other. Yes. Some were better at land navigation than other. Some were better at martial arts than others. Some were better at fitness than others. Some are better at practical knowledge, education, and stuff than others. Yes. Is that divided right there? So clearly, there's a difference when it comes to that. So by definition, she did something that worked for her. That was a skill set that she was striving on.
Okay, but all right. So let's take even your veteran analogy, right, Marcus? So like you said, like let me just pull out land nav. Me and you, we could be on a team. You could be better at land nav, so we had, or a better shooter. So you're the sniper, you're the land nav guy. You get taken out. It doesn't mean that I don't have that talent. It just means that you're better at it, because, in the military, they assign skill sets to the people who are most proficient at said skill set.
There are tier lists. There are tier lists, correct?
But
perfect.
For the most part, everybody has to have a general understanding of the ability to do it, because the next man, one man go down, next man up. It's not like, okay, we're not going to go out and patrol. We're not going to sit there and get into a fight, whatever the case may be. So you don't go, oh, well, I don't have my land nav guy, we can't go. That's like utterly nonsense.
Well, so you're going to struggle if you don't have your main nav.
You say, okay, somebody got to get coached up. And if you didn't have the initiative before, your ass better get it real quick, fast, and in a hurry, because we got to do what we got to do. So I get what you're saying. For me, oftentimes when I look at talent, I look at people possessing something that only a small group of people possess, or no others. Then it's like, oh, this, this person.
By that logic, then none of us has talent, then, because I don't feel
most of us don't. The overwhelming majority of us don't. The
overwhelming
majority of the human population has no fucking talent.
But most things that we as individuals may or may not see in ourselves, other people see something greater in ourselves from the outside looking in. So they might think we have talent, therefore our potential moves forward from that. That happens too.
We have an ability to perform a task. Whatever said task is, whatever job is, we have the ability to perform a task. Don't have any specialized talent. And
so what's your definition of talent then? Because if you're saying a task, so what's your definition of a talent then? So if we're talking about a task, a talent is something like is something done, right? It's like, what's the talent to you?
Yeah, that's a task, right? Yeah, that's a task, something done, A to B, whatever the case may be.
So it's a talent.
But okay, so what I'm saying is, okay, she got a talent. that 99.9% of the population got. Feel better? She can do what all of us can do.
See, we're going back to feelings now. See, we're going back to feelings now. Okay, perfect.
No, let's look. You guys are making it seem like that there's something special about her. And I'll say this: she got talent, but she is unspecial, a talented person as I've ever seen.
Now we're adding Hamnet. We're doing add Hamnet. I wouldn't say she's special.
I would never say she's got talent until I see it. I don't think she has any talent at all.
Explain to me this, Grey Pill.
I think the hate is real.
What's separating her away from all the other YouTubers? Is it just her sub count? Let's simplify it this way.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Her sub count that's separating her from all the other YouTubers, yourself, and everybody else. What's other than her sub count and views? What is separating her from you in any way?
That's the fourth time he asked it a different way, but that's the fourth time we asked.
Minus the sub. Okay, let's minus her sub count and views. So what makes her talented? That's what you're asking.
Yeah, what makes her
okay? And just be fair, since brother like to keep count. Just be fair, since brother Clarence like to keep count. I did ask. I said, hey, in the realms of talent within social media, I said content creation. We all agree, yes. Y'all is not agreeing on the authenticity of it. I said, okay, I'll let you have that. I said consistency.
Authenticity.
Thank you. Authenticity. Even if it's a fuckery or not, she is very consistent of that. Understanding the audience. Y'all agree to that. Because again, whatever audience she grabbed or didn't grab or collaborate, that's another one. The creativity. That's another one. The ability. That's another one. Engagement skills. That's another one. Brand building. That's another one. Networking that me and Marcus is still giving a lot of examples of. That's another one. So again, should I go on
more than one channel?
Wait. Okay. So if you're going to say those things, okay. Now, what if we're going to say she's talented? Just because you can do those things are you're talented. Just because you can do those things, and what is the scale
again? Because if that was the case, then most channels would be successful and they would actually be able to do that, but not most can't.
Hold on, Mark, let me finish, because you might have a good answer for what I'm going to say. What is the scale that we measure in talent on? That she's got money, so she's got money, so she's talented, right? When I go to the restroom, there's something left in the commode, right? I'm talented.
Okay, now we got to do. Okay. All right, now
because I can do. I'm trying to. That was an analogy to show that yes, she can do a lot of things that all of us can do, right? She can do a lot of different things. If I took you and I put you in her and I gave you the access that she has, you probably would be as successful as her, being the kind of guy that I think I know you are. You would probably be successful as well. So I don't think
probably even more. I think even more successful with her backing, you would be.
But what I'm saying is,
I would like to interject on what Clarence is saying. Excuse me.
Okay.
I believe, yes, Clarence is right. Everybody would, but would you be able to maintain that in longevity? So she does have the ability to maintain in longevity. Does she have people that are giving her the ideas? I don't know. Does she have marketing strategists that work for her? I don't know. Does she do it by herself?
No.
Exactly.
Absolutely
exactly. No.
Anybody will be successful if you throw them in the system.
Inky, it's very possible, like you said, if we had the backing, the financial resources, and so on and so forth, we possibly could maintain it. And I honestly believe that someone going in a different route than her would have been even bigger, because what I think she did was, doing the Manosphere content, she pigeonholed herself into a space where she possibly could have been bigger, but she got pigeonholed in that space to create that meteoric rise. You get to it, but once you get into that Manosphere space, we know you can't go no fucking where else. You're screwed. You're screwed. Good luck with trying to get women to forget it. You've cut off half the population, shitting on half of it, rather than trying to get in a space where you could have got a wider audience.
Okay, now you're going to morals now. Now you're going to subjective moral.
No, well, I'm being speculative in the fact that even the male
You're being facetious.
Listen, I'm being speculative that in even the
very
male
disingenuous,
content
Marcus.
creators, if you're red pill,
Thank you for correcting me, teammate.
if you're red pill manosphere, where are you going?
Tailor-made.
Where are you going?
Sell that chat.
You're only
Sell
going
that
to
chat. You got debate here, sir. You got debate.
You're only going to appeal to that spectrum of people.
Exactly. So where's your growth?
Well, if that was the case,
more
then
babies? I
by
don't know.
definition, she has both, though. By definition, the fact that we have people that don't rock with her, that don't disagree with her, and still able to have an audience that supports her, and the other ones that don't, that still says something about her product. Again, we're talking about the product that she's delivering too.
It's the controversy.
Exactly, but it's just
It's still a product nonetheless, though, because not everybody can hold a conversation on the controversy.
but she's not going to get women to support her and so on and so forth. That's
Have you watched any of her content? Because there's a few that actually do support her.
No, I know
in the
that.
scenes, behind the scenes, all that.
Look, absolutely, there are some women who support her because a lot of them are trying to replace her. That's what they're trying to do. We know that this is how this YouTube.
Again, we're going on speculation, hypotheticals, allegations, all that.
But just going off of the way we've seen people move in this space, we know you can be a provocateur. They're going to try to sign on, hoping to suck off the tit and get some of the views. We know that. I mean, like ain't nobody going to admit it. But damn, we see platforms get built off of parroting larger ones. Come on. Let's not be dishonest.
All right, let me pause it right there before anybody have another thought.
The only one who's been dishonest is you, Rico. Let's be honest.
Hey guys, we're gonna give it 8 more minutes. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm not gonna have a whole bunch of people come up here because it's not what I do. So we're gonna have at least one of the other, and we'll have you have 5 minutes to say your piece. If you are a disagreeer of pro things not having talent, why not? If you're agreeer of pro things having talent, why not? So let me know in the chat, one or the other, okay? Because we're not gonna have no 8 people disagrees and come on up and it'll be a whole free fall. We're not doing that. So if you disagree, let me know in the chat and I would drop the link for you. If you agree, let me know, because we're still in the stance of right now. It seems like we're leaning to if you can agree or disagree with me, Marcus, morals, and I'm hearing a lot of morals and feelings here. Morales.
Don't forget. Hold on. Don't forget body shaming, face shaming.
Oh, yeah,
don't forget. Let's we're trying to be respectful gentlemen here on the panel. You know what I'm saying?
There are talented models out here, Marcus.
By definition, hey, I don't hear no morals when it comes to like that. I don't hear no morals there. I don't see no morals there.
Okay, so let me ask you guys while we're waiting. Can I ask you guys? Can I name a couple of other Manosphere Red Pill content creators, and you guys say talented or not talented as to what you think? You don't have to go any deep on it, or if you're scared somebody gonna see it, let me know. I don't care about the Red Pill.
Yeah, they already know who I don't like.
Okay, Anton Daniels, talented or not talented?
Talented.
Anton is Red Pill.
No, he's not Red Pill, but he's Manosphere.
Oh, Manosphere. Okay, because you said Red Pill and Man. Okay, so Manosphere.
Talented.
I would agree. I would assume so. And well, let me not say assume. From the homework that I've seen and have done about that channel and the other channels he's run, clearly there's some skill set and talent there. Because not only did he get endorsed brand deals, sponsorships, advertisement.
I didn't ask you to be a spokesman. I said talented or not.
Oh, okay, fine. No, but when we went to detail, you didn't like it, but somehow you never could give us actual pure detail.
I want to get through the rest of the names, Marcus.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just saying, I'm ready. I made my notes.
Not talented.
Yeah, he's talented. I'll give him that.
Okay, Clarence.
What the hell that mean?
I don't know. Talented or not talented?
Beautiful face. It's so beautiful.
Not you. It's Anton.
Bro,
very positive.
That's
what I'm saying. I'm not. Listen, I focus on the facts, logic, the numbers, statistics, but like, well, whatever.
Talented. He's very talented. I will give Anton that. He's very talented.
Inky, you get a vote.
What am I voting on?
She don't know Anton.
I don't know.
You don't know him? Okay.
Yeah, that's why she's biased as all get out. She don't.
Okay,
I don't care for him either, but I mean, I just being honest.
But she's sure about that.
I don't think he's
definitely.
I don't think he's wildly talented. I think I will say he's marginally talented, but you know he's
Is talent not talent regardless?
No, didn't you say you had names? You name him person. You trying to make love to the conversation? Like what's his
no.
other
Okay, I'm
name?
ready to put up another name. Angry Man.
Talented.
Not talented. Marcus.
Not talented.
Marcus.
Yeah, he's talented. He's talented. I will give him that. I don't always rock with what he says, but
Okay, I just do. This is just talent or not? Do we think the people have talent, like or don't like?
Angry Man is one of those. As much as you may not always agree with his point and his direction, how he takes
what is
it.
up with the PR thing? What's the next name, Rico?
Okay, thank you. Shit. Let me see who else is in that space. Bernard Riley.
I don't know him too well. I don't know of him.
A little
I can't speak on him.
Okay, I think he has.
A little still falls under yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, then I'll say a little, just like Bruce C said. Brosi, I said a little, at least a little.
Well, of course, everybody knows Mr. Samuels.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's Mr. Samuels?
Kevin Samuels. I'm sorry.
Kevin Samuels.
Peace.
She don't know who he is either.
I would say, yeah, I have to give it to him.
See, Rico, this is what's called networking. Okay, when I go places, and I just rag on you. This is just to tell everybody else because everybody's so stuck in these little weird echo chambers. When I network, it's a freaking talent. I don't brag about it, but that's what it is. I network. I find people. I see people. We have actual conversations, and I bring it back home.
Can you network?
This is a talent.
Answer?
Yes, the answer
Kevin
is yes.
Samuels, Kevin, yeah, I will readily agree. As much as I disagree with him, I actually thought he was wildly talented. I really did. I thought he was. Okay, so
don't forget about that face rating. That face rating was really good, wasn't it?
no, that was dumb. I said I disagree with almost everything.
Oh, now you do. Okay, now you do.
A lot of face rating. I'm just trying to say you're part
the
of
man had talent. I didn't say he was totally wrong, but the man had talent. Obsidian.
Zero
talent.
He has some talent. He has some talent. Had some. Jesus. Oh, there you go.
Okay,
well, whatever. Semantics, whatever.
He got any, right? Right. Currently, he's trash.
Yeah. But at some point, but you can say that about a former athlete who was really good in his time, and then he stuck to the other half.
So
of
what
his
was your
career.
point? So what was your point with giving the names of yes and no?
Well, my whole point is I'm trying to get at, and what I would say is this: if we look at and these are some of the big names, I can't think of all of them in this Manosphere Red Pill. Oh, one other one. What about two other ones? Lead attorney.
Oh, definitely talent.
I like
talented and skillful.
Yes,
definitely talented. 20-year lawyer with all the experience, like undefeated.
I don't know if he's undefeated, but
I wouldn't say undefeated, but
I know.
Yeah,
that's my supporter side kicking in.
So what'd you say, Pinky?
And he's good looking.
Oh my God.
Again, we're going to the face ratings again. Pinky, you're losing us, Pinky, with the mod right now. You're losing us on mod.
Time out. Because we know of him, like know him and been on panels. Hey, don't say, and I know what you look like, Inky. Trust me, he be coming for you. Don't say that out loud.
He is a flirt, though. I have watched his channel.
Yeah, he like the small ones now. Anybody 5'3" and below, he going for you.
I am in like Flynn.
Okay. Vaughn want me to ask about security boss. I don't think she has any talent.
I'm going to lean towards she's got a lot of information. I wouldn't say she's necessarily talented. She's got a lot of information.
But that's a perfect. But see, that's a perfect example of the copy and paste for me. Mm-hmm. But I would say no.
Yeah. Okay.
How about 10 to Life?
Well, 10 to Life, the show.
Who did we say?
10 to Life, the show.
10 to Life. I'm not familiar with that.
I don't know what that is.
Beautiful blonde. She reads from a script.
Okay, we're going on looks again. Jesus.
But she prevents her information well. Would you think she's talented?
I have to see her.
I don't know who she is.
That's good, but I don't know who she is.
Yeah.
But if she does what you said, then I think yes. And the only reason why I'm asking is that because, again, I go back to like the space itself. To me, like the whole Manosphere Red Pill space, it's like a silo. So it can go up. And then what happens, though, I don't see a lot of, and then here's the crazy part about it. Let's be honest with it, too. We know in the space we're talking about, it's while it's manosphere, it's black manosphere. Okay, it's not white manosphere or white red pill. We know it's ethnic manosphere, red pill. So what happens is, I'm like, you already have a small growth pool population. Then you speak to a toxic subset culture, and it's very provocative. What the hell do you think it's going to be?
So wait, so what does this have to do with Pearly now?
Because she's not white black, but she built her channel in that same.
But aren't half her supporters like Caucasian and other ethnicities?
I doubt it. I seriously doubt it.
We can
I don't
find
know,
that
but
out,
I doubt it.
though. We can actually find that out though. Not
I
right
don't
now.
know.
But hold on. Kenko wanted me to read his DM. He sent me to Discord. Hold on, Kenko. Yeah, he's spamming like crazy. Kenko says, Grey Pill, read this out to your stream. Pearl does not have. I'm reading it now, Kenko. Pearl does not have the talent. She
Kenko's triggered.
That's why he's like my quote unquote twin flame. Pearl does not have talent. She started out a podcast with her father's money, parroting points from Tate, and hired a good editor to farm clicks from her small podcast. Her shorts blew up on YouTube, which garnered her subscriber count, which also explains why she doesn't get a lot of views on her videos or live streams. The only reason she gained any relevancy past the shorts was because her employee booked some high profile guests to bring in views, but because she's so uncharismatic and untalented, she didn't retain the viewership. She has no core audience that's there for her. They were always there for other people on the long form videos. Her channel is nearly dead at the point because she is talentless with caps. She does not have an audience to understand. She has no credibility. She has no personality. She has failed, period. This debate is based on shite. Y'all are behind on. She's done.
You got so many people emotionally invested. That's so crazy.
It's the truth.
Hey, and you know it solidifies it more when you have to use all caps too.
No, but hold up. I got one last name to mention. He's the OG, and I think he has a sizable audience. But I'm gonna tell you, it's what do you think about O'Shea?
O'Shea
has some talent.
He has some talent or skill.
Yeah, he has some talent.
But I think but see, this is where I'm really weird with him. What I don't understand.
So what's the difference though? Because he also has numbers, subscribed viewers. He's got all the other stuff, just like.
And he's paying some artists too. That's part of marketing.
O'Shea, I think is great. He's got multiple channels. He's been doing it for a while. He's got a couple 100,000 subs on all his channel, and that's great. But yeah, his voice is annoying. But what's even crazier, crazier about O'Shea is if what I don't understand is he never does lives. He's only
no. He done two. Don't say never.
Two.
He done more than two. Time out. He did one with Austin that came over to visit him on his other channel.
That's
did
not
another.
That's a video.
Hold on, time out. You said never. Okay, you said live.
He's done some live.
He does a live. He did one live reacting to somebody else. He also was on what's her name? I apologize. I don't know why I can't remember her name. She's one of the Gail at Night. He's been on her platform a few times on her live, and he did his own lives a couple times on his own channel.
But here's the deal: O'Shea's been in the game.
You said never.
Okay, but listen. Okay, that was a bit of a reach. He's been in the game 15 years, whatever, some ungodly number of years. He's probably done less than half a dozen lives. And when he does lives, he don't do them because he's even said it on a video. He gets triggered.
Oh, we know.
He gets triggered. He said that's why he stopped doing lives because they were train wrecks for him. So now if we're talking about talent, isn't doing lives a crucial part of that? Because
it's
then
but
you
it's
really,
option. See, this
let me
where
finish. You really got to be on your talent game with a live audience going back and forth trying to pull things off the dome, as opposed to video where you script it, it's edited, you have complete control.
She has done that before. You do know that, right, Rico?
We're talking about O'Shea Duke Jackson. He's done probably
No,
half.
but the same way that but when now we're going back to the main basis of why this stream is even going on in the first place, which is Pearl. She has done it where she gravitates and holds her audience, whether it's a live chat, whether it's the people on physically there.
But
you do know that, right?
I'm asking you about O'Shea Duke Jackson right now. Is he talented if he can't do lives, or he barely? I'm talking about like maybe half a dozen in 15 years.
It's still talent, Rico, because now you're talking about this is something that which is weird. A lot of the small creators have this conversation of they're trying to figure out their niche, they're trying to figure out how to work, they're trying to write. You can go two ways with it. You have actually three. You can have just nothing but content, nothing but shorts. We've seen that nothing channel shorts. You have a content, nothing but live platforms, and you have another content, nothing but just pre-recorded VODs, edited videos. That's what I'm saying. It's still talent within itself. If you're hold on, let me just separate. I'm not saying you're not wrong. If you're doing it live, everything you're saying with the bells and whistles, yes, that's talent. What I do, what brother Clarence do, what Inky is learning, start do, that's talent within itself, right? But also it's talent when you're doing some editing videos on your own and not decide to not to do live. Because I even said to myself when I first started, I never want to do lives. I just rather just do my other pre-records, do my edits, and just take it from there. Okay, and just to add a little caveat, because people just to throw a little shot, and it's just me. I'm poking a bear here. It's not reaching. I'm poking a bear, but also, and Kenka's 100% right in the DMs. He said with the shorts, because she did openly admit that too, her shorts. But at the same time, that's still a talent because she the certain shorts she got. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, I can just throw out random shorts to just make my channel blow up. She did that. Angry Man did that. Other people did that. That's how they got them big subscribers based off their shorts for the most part.
But you have
it's still a talent.
You have to admit it is 10 times tougher doing a live than it is pre-recorded because you get.
I agree.
You get to create. Listen. You get to create.
Yeah, I think it's half. I think it's half.
But see, you create the content if it's video, and then you can edit. You can take out the flubs. You can redo it. All of that. When you're doing a live, you don't get a second take. There's no second take. You have got to be on your A+ game all the way through, or if you're not engaging, people can tell. People can pick up on your body language. When you do a video, they got videos in the can that then he sends the Dima, and Dima cuts and dubs and put in little different things that you don't get to do in a lot. If you don't catch a moment right then and there and capitalize on it, it's missed. It's missed. So for me, I'm always going to give, if I'm grading, I'm giving 50 extra points to the people who do more lives than the people who do just all video content or all short. They are, if it's talent, it's still easier. There's no denying that to do a video or a short as opposed to saying, hey, I'm going to come up and I'm going to do a 3-4 hour live.
Yeah, but Rico, it still go back to what I said before. Everybody can't, and I probably was weak with the point.
Because everybody ain't got talent.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Everybody
any video editing talent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So again, because it's like a lot of nuances with the if everybody can speak, so therefore everybody got social skills, and we seen this. Like
clearly,
you said,
Pearl has some talent.
The spaces you named, clearly 80-90% of them is so socially and awkward and underwear. It's just a whole nother level of conversation. But let me read, because I had started some, so I apologize to most people because people ask questions specifically. So I want to make sure I get to them. Shout out to the Love Experience. She asks, how does she work hard if she steals content? I don't know what kind of content she steals, but that is a good question. I guess you need to elaborate.
And by definition, everybody in these platforms steal in our spaces. If we're going to use that.
Fair point.
Ooh.
Fair point. Next question. Jay the Informant, shout out to you, says, can the panel establish if we are ignoring both views and come up views from shorts? Shorts usually don't translate to viewership, just a ghost subscriber. I can agree with that because I don't really like, personally, I know what shorts does. You don't really gain any money off of it unless with the new thing now. You can actually you can actually like friends something you can click on and actually pay and donate. It's even in the comment sections too. So unless somebody actually doing that, which I don't see that's happening, shorts for me, when I hear people got a lot of shorts, it's only boosts their subscribers count. And let's just say, for example, you have 1,000 viewers, maybe 5 of them might come and sub up. No, excuse me, 5 of them might actually stick around, but 200 something might subscribe. So I agree with that. Anybody disagree? Agree? Disagree? Okay. Next one. You go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I just wanted to say, because we keep changing what the talent is. First, talent was something that had to do on screen situation. Now, then we changed it to these are these things that are being done behind the scenes. So now that's talent, right? And now we changing it to whether they can make shorts or not. So I don't know. See, this is we don't have
people bringing up a lot. Yeah.
We need a clear.
But quality also matters, right?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people think success, money in the bank is, that would equate to talent. And I disagree with that. Or numbers, right? You have a lot of subscribers, that mean you're talented. No, that just means you might have a viral video. That doesn't mean necessarily you're talented, right? Kevin Samuels got most of his subscribers off of what? You know what I mean? Your average at best, right? A viral video, right? I mean, the guy when he was talking about guys, he had 10,000, 20,000 subscribers?
Yeah, but if he just posted that one video or a shorter clip of the average at best, but he didn't do anything else, you really think his numbers would be that high?
I think that, like we said, we agreed that he is talented. So him being in the right place at the right time when that hit, he was able to put his talent to use and be able to keep the engagement high. I think that was one of his talents, was being able to keep the engagement high. I don't think Pearl by herself can do that. That's my point. Like O'Shea can do that. O'Shea can even though he's doing these tapes, these pre-records, he can keep.
I'm not gonna lie though. If we're gonna use that, then I found O'Shea Jackson sometimes boring as well.
Right. I mean,
I take him as YouTube. I take him as Manosphere newsworthy. That's all I do. I take him as.
But the guy does have a style that's that people are maybe whether you like him or not, people will engage with him a lot, right? So I'm saying that they will do that. O'Shea don't have to bring somebody like me or Rico or you guys on. He don't have to bring nobody else on. He can just talk for himself, right? And keep that engagement high. I don't think Pearl can do that on her own. And if you guys got timestamps and video to show us where she did it on her own, maybe I'll back off that position. But I don't see.
You think Joe Rogan is talented?
I definitely think Joe Rogan is talented. Definitely.
But most of the hold on, and I'm glad Rico said that. So is he talented because of who he brings on, or because who he is himself?
I think it's because of who he brings on himself. Because of himself. I think Joe Rogan could do a whole show and people will watch that show, not because of who Joe Rogan is going to bring on, but just because of they dig him and his style, so to speak, right? But I don't think Pearl is like that yet. Now, maybe she's working to try to develop that, but she's not there yet. That's my position. She's not talented enough to where, and then when I'm talking about talented, I'm talking about on screen. You guys are talking about off screen. Well, she can market and she can speak English to people in the circle. Okay. A lot of people.
Okay, you said that. None of us said that as a talking point.
Because I go to the root of it, the brass tacks of it. So, but what I'm saying is the point is that she on screen, I don't consider her talented, and my measurement is not of her having views or anything like that. My measurement of that is, in my opinion, do I think people would watch her independent of the other things that she has going on? No, I don't. That's my measurement of that.
Okay, I see you, Jay, in the back. Let me get.
That's how I kind of look at Joe Rogan, to be honest with you. I think he's very smart. I'll be honest with you. I think Joe Rogan
definitely
is a genius.
I think you're a hater, Rico.
He's good, but I don't think people would watch.
Definitely.
Because I only watch Joe Rogan if there's somebody he's talking.
I want to make sure we get that point.
I think he is.
All right, I just want to
I
make sure we
think
get
it's
that point.
boring.
I like Joe Rogan. All right.
I think
So go ahead. I'm sorry, Inky. Go ahead.
I think what Clarence is saying is just that he doesn't think that she has the charisma is the word I think everyone is looking
It's
for.
better
The
word.
charisma for the longevity of her channel. She
Fair
brings
enough.
on people that do.
By herself, yes, absolutely.
Fair
Thank
enough.
you, Pinky and Pinups.
But also let me retort, and I get that doesn't mean I will concede to that, brother Clarence. By herself, no. But everything surrounding her and what she has done before she started bringing on these talents, yes, it still makes her talented because she had talent to do that. Everybody can't do it.
So,
That is my
so
opinion.
But do you?
I want to add this though. I want to add this. So let me add this real quick, Brosi. Let me add this. So when she did the whole like reactions by herself, and she was reviewing stuff on her own, that was living either in her house or a college dorm or whatever, she had that kind of talent, and it was able to sustain a stream. We're having these conversations with people from different walks of life, different perspectives. Me and Grey Pill used to go on her channel when she was not even 5K subs.
Right, but
This is and she had these times where she had reviews and reactions, which I see a lot of content creators, but not many of the channels are booming,
but
like a few others.
Let me ask you this: do you admit? Because I believe she came up on TikTok. TikTok is a different beast than YouTube, right?
Right.
A lot of people explode off of TikTok. Stupid dances, just TikTok is just.
What she didn't, I don't think I ever saw her do that. Correct?
No,
she did controversial stuff. She did a lot of controversial stuff on TikTok.
So that's where her name got out there, was through TikTok, and then she transitioned it over to YouTube.
I disagree with that.
Huh?
I disagree with that.
Didn't she start on TikTok first?
She started on TikTok where her boyfriend that was famous on TikTok.
Okay.
Her ex-boyfriend who was angry reacts.
So that's even an extra boost. She started with someone,
but nobody didn't know who she was when she came to YouTube.
I know.
Correct.
But we're just talking about the art, right? That say you or Marcus or I, we don't have that. Okay, we just come out the door with nothing. So so you just said she came on a TikTok with a boyfriend who already had a big following. So once she was linked up with him, you know how that goes. Oh, I follow your boyfriend, I'm gonna follow you. So that gave her a nice TikTok presence. She didn't have a TikTok presence?
Incorrect. Her channel, all her channels. Yeah, well, I'm answering it. That's a no because nobody didn't follow her from Angry Acts. They stayed on TikTok. And the second one is when she did make her TikTok, because she was doing a lot of controversial, she pretty much got like 8 TikToks. All her channels just got banned.
Okay, so
because of controversy.
When she made the transition to YouTube, so you're telling me all of her audience was 100% organically. First time they ever saw her was only on YouTube.
I can't just sit there and go down the list, but if you go to like all her old videos in the live chat, they either trolling her, trying to flirt with her, or people just having random conversations.
Or just have a conversation.
Just random conversation.
You mean there's actually people out there trying to flirt with her?
Again, the shame and the personal ad hominems and stuff like that is coming from the team that's losing. The team that's winning has held the composure and is winning valiantly, and we are prospering.
So you're telling me
what's all these ad hominem attacks, sir? What's all
these ad hominem? I'm just saying, I don't believe it.
You're telling me that a content
beauty is in the eye of the beholder, bro. See, I think you said that once.
Agreed.
Build a following, build some little fame in this space, whether it's TikTok or whatever other platform, and then when they come over to a new platform, they're not going to advertise to their existing audience, follow me over to here. Like all the people that's been getting kicked off of YouTube saying, follow me over to Rumble or to wherever else they're going. You're telling me that she didn't advertise on TikTok. I'm going over to YouTube so that you have a baked-in audience with whatever platform you start on first. Everybody brings some of that audience over.
She tried. It didn't work.
How?
Jay, you acting like a whole origin story. Like I get it. Me and Marcus pretty much go as far. Me and Marcus go as far as back.
Oh, I'm already writing on my calendar date. Dub right here. W. Like I'm waiting for the Cash App. I'm waiting for getting flown out. I want to go on a cruise. I want my size 14 Jordans. I want all that.
Wait a minute. Now I got him, Clarence.
We have a new guest coming up, sir.
Real quick, and I'm great body slam y'all now.
All right, the real
been here
picks.
for the
Oh, now
last,
you want to be violent. You want to get aggressive. Okay.
for the
Okay,
last
well,
hour.
yeah.
Y'all been railing about, and listen, Inky, all this talent this woman got, all this management skills she got, how smart she is, how talented she is. But you can't tell me she's not smart enough to bring those subs that she's built up in TikTok over to YouTube.
Can I respond to
I
that?
consider that pretty talentless.
Can I respond to that?
What do you say, Inky? Inky,
No, that's your mod. You can't do that.
No.
She's a mod. No. We ain't trying to sway no favors here.
No.
Let me respond to that. Oh no, your
You
main
playing with
says
the house
she's smart.
back here.
Nobody here says she was smart. Nobody said here she said she was bright. Nobody said she was like the educated person. We said she had talent based on her channel and the stuff that she gained from it. That's
But
it.
she didn't bring.
So
any
far as
of her
derailing and moving
audience.
goalposts, that's y'all two with the ugly
How-
faces and the
Yeah, you have a
feelings.
doctorate's degree and somebody else has a PhD on that, right?
All that
It's
stuff.
between y'all two.
So
How you got
let's bring up the new
talent?
guest. Hold on, we
How
got a
you
new
got
guest.
talent if you couldn't bring your audience over?
Okay, we'll let the replay gang handle that answer. But again, Jay, Informer, appreciate you, man, coming up, all that good stuff. So not agree or disagree, but the question is, do you think pearly things, aka thirsty things, aka dusty things, aka trapping things? There's a lot of AKAs, Rico. So do you think Just Pearl has talent or no talent as far as YouTube game goes? If so, why?
I would say no. I think that she had people were intrigued by her and she had a peak, and after that, no. So I would say she has no talent.
Fair enough. All right, thank you.
He's about to kick me right off. So let me
Either way, we won the debate from the morning.
Let him speak. This is your show. This is not about who win this. Go ahead, Jay.
So before you get flown out or whatever the heck is about to happen with you, I don't know what's going on with that. Before you get your tickets and all that. So
Envious and jealous.
Okay, yeah. Apparently, a lot of people from the Pearly Things Plantation is envious and jealous too, because their numbers are shooting down. So when we talk about Pearly Things, we're talking about somebody who had their moment, a very small moment, and pretty much ever since then, their numbers have flown down. I don't know what happened. Either somebody attacked them. We all know what happened with all the allegations. But if she was so talented, how could she not maintain all the success that she once had? So you're talking about somebody that came on, she put all these other people on. And by the way, I'm gonna side with them when I say she had her parents' money backing her, and you don't have to have no talent to get your parents' money. She had all her parents' money backing her, getting all these people, and she couldn't maintain what she had. And now we see her; she's struggling. She's looking terrible. She's looking like an old witch that just like walks up the house every once in a blue moon because she's pretty much falling off. So how can you guys explain her falling off if she's so talented?
Are you face rating, Jay? I just want to make that clear. Face rating, Jay. What's up with the face rating, man? My bad. Repeat that again, and we'll respond to it.
Why is okay? If she's so talented, why is she falling off so hard? Pearly Things.
What you mean by falling off hard, though?
I mean, her numbers are okay. So I get what you guys made the point earlier. Her and Angry Man getting their shorts to pretty much boost up their subscriber count, but that subscriber count is not translating to viewership. Okay, somebody see your short, they subscribe to you, but they don't watch your channel. That's not success at all. That's just somebody clicking a button. So if we're saying that people clicking a button is success, I mean that's pretty petty, right?
Yeah.
So why is her viewership number so down? And
I agree. To the current success now, it has been dropping. So she has been her talent has been diluted. I will admit to that, but she still has talent. I feel like
correct.
I will agree to what Rico was saying about if she used the quote unquote talent at that moment. When you're seeing your algorithm and you're seeing everything kind of slowly failing, she got to make another move. The direction I personally seen her going was like the conservative grift, but it seemed like that's not working. Or it's like it's slamming against the wall because we know as people that's because I'm not really a politician. I see certain things. I might have light conversations about it, but actual politicians, shout out to Tree and all them other guys, when they see somebody coming that way, leaning toward their political views, they go in hard on those type of people. So, and I think that's where she at. So I agree. I don't see the talent in the beginning was coming and somehow it stopped because of the new niche that she's trying to link to, because she did go from the tiki-taki dancing, whatever, and then it didn't go the way she wanted. Then she tried to the the cringy criticism grift. TikTok just kept taking her down, and then she came to YouTube and she just blew up from there. But it was stagnant because I think it was like she's 2 years in now, about 2 years in, but she was a year from making up to 1 million, so she's stuck. So now people is criticizing her, which I have criticized her, like, hey, your number's not matching up to what it is now. So let's just be honest. At this point in time, you are dying. Your channel's dying. Even the other channels, the wifey one, she had the house cooking lady that's on Lead Attorney.
Wife School.
Yeah, she was on there helping out. That was a fail. I don't see that goes in. She has another one. She has an animated Pearl show. That didn't do anything. So she has the Audacity one that she's trying to hide. I've seen those two. She got like 6 channels. So it's not really going nowhere. People from the main channels coming to the other ones. So I would agree and concede to that. Currently, talent is not really shown at this point.
No, I agree with you 100%. But when we talk about talent,
Go ahead, Jay.
hey, I agree to that. But if we're talking about talent, we're talking somebody that can pretty much propel themselves, right? So if she has so much talent, why she won't run into? Because you made some good points, but I'm saying if she has so much talent, why she run into a brick wall? And you guys tried to compare it to, and like it kept throwing me off because you guys kept comparing it to the NBA and all this stuff. But I would actually compare her to somebody pretty much like I would say she's in the business of something like if anything fair would be somebody like Steve Harvey, who's he went from comedy to now he's on TV show host. I don't know if he's TV show host no more, but he fell off too. I don't think Steve Harvey was ever talented. I think he pandered to a certain group, and that pandering to a certain group got you a lot of robots in there. But just because you have a lot of brainless people in there listening to you doesn't make you talented whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see, like you said, she ran to a brick wall. If she's so talented, why can't she lift herself up over that brick wall and propel herself to be as successful as she was previously? And like you said before, you compare her to Mr. Beast and all this stuff. I forgot which one of you guys was, but you can't compare her to people who's been on the internet this long and they've still been doing it while she's been on there for a short period of time.
You talking about Abba and Preach?
No.
Rico was naming something.
But no, what I was saying was when I looked at the Paul brothers, PewDiePie, all them. When you look at those content creators, their growth was steadily going up an incline pre-pandemic. So the pandemic here. So even before the pandemic, they were showing upward growth, and they just through the pandemic they continued. After the pandemic, they continue to grow. Pearl's
weren't you the same one who brought up an argument with the morals though? So they aren't the best moral people.
But I said specifically, Pearl's growth was down here in the basement, and then in the middle of the pandemic, the pandemic hit. So a lot of her
came to the first level.
Their stuff went off of steroids, and it went instead of it going like this, it went like this, and then it went straight up. And now that it's reached its high, and we're out of the pandemic. It's like this, and it's going downward because the sugar high, as I was trying to explain to them, was the fact that the pandemic did goose their numbers by being very provocative, catching a viral moment, and you had a captive audience of nearly 3 years. That shit's over. People outside, they back in the club. Ain't nobody, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, everybody was sitting in here watching YouTube because you couldn't go to the clubs or nothing. That's gone. So now with that audience being gone, now you really have to have talent, which, as we said, she ain't got none.
But Rico, the pandemic, like when it was canceled or the doors opened up, people are still making content related to that out in the street with these similar topics.
But it was going
and
to
they're still having a market.
But we agreed it was going to take a while, and we've hit that point where all the pandemic boost, steroid, that shit is over. Now you either you are a star or shut the fuck up. This ain't for you.
All right. So with that being said, let's move on to Poppy Blanco. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna jump off. I just want to say one more thing before I jump off.
Sure, sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
You cut off. Can you hear me?
Hold on, Poppy. Let Jay say his little piece, and then we'll have you speak. Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, I should get seniority over here.
Oh God! Yo, I swear, Jay. What are you gonna say, Jay?
She a bully, man. Go ahead, Jay.
Well, hopefully it's not my bias talking or anything, but I absolutely agree with Rico in this debate. I think that Pearl thinks she's not talented. Her people are not talented. You got Blessing, he was on her team. You have King Richards, he was on the team. He's not doing so well. But going back to Pearl, she's not talented because if she was so talented, she'll be able to maintain her audience. She has not been able to maintain her audience. She had a short, live-long shelf life, like pretty much like a box of cheese. Her shelf life is gone. She's falling off. Now she's doing all these cringe things like why can't we talk about the Ooish people and all this other stuff. And I think we have to acknowledge that if she was so great, if she was so talented, she'll be able to maintain herself like Kobe Bryant did over the years, or like Dirk Nowitzki did over the years, or like, you know, somebody like Shaquille O'Neal did over the years. No, she's coming out here like a no-name first-round pick that didn't last 2 years in the NBA. But that's all I want to say. And I have to agree with Rico. But thanks for letting me up.
Oh, man, I appreciate it, man. That's Jay the Informant. All right, Papi Blanco.
Yo, how you been, my man?
What's good, man? How are you? And you can't be bullying people, man. I see you on Do Better, bullying people for wrenches. You ain't slick.
Facts.
I work for my wrenches, sir. I work for mine.
Nah, man, I'm a celebrity around here. Better pay that respect, nigga. I don't want to be timed out. Be saying wild shit. That's the only reason I get it. I gotta protect myself.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is about Pearly Things. Is do you think she's talented? Yes or no in the YouTube? Just as a YouTube content creator, do you think she's talented? Yes or no, and why?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She is talented. Why? Because she. I mean, to give you a short answer, no. I don't like looking at ugly people anyway. So to me, that's automatically not. She's not talented.
We're going to the fucking.
I got you, Poppy. That's some good old petty right there. Good old
yeah.
petty.
So, but it doesn't matter. I'll tell you why it doesn't matter. Because how big her channel is, bro? I don't keep up with that white bro. Well, how big her channel?
1.95 million, almost 2 million.
So she about to have 2 million people. 1.9.
That's her main channel. And then she has 5 more channels. Her Odyssey one. She has a podcast one. She has the Just Pearly Things, the Housewife thing. That's really ain't doing anything. And then she has 2 more, animated one. And then one she claimed that she does new contract with this new white girl that she has on. So I say maybe 5, 6 in total, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, but what I say is, of course, the short answer is not. She don't have a talent, but it doesn't matter. I'll tell you why. Because she learned how to prostitute these YouTube streets, my nigga. And that's why everybody with a channel, should be doing. If you have a channel, your main focus is number 1, entertain. Number 2 is have to get money out of the entertainment. You see what I'm saying? She got 1.9. God damn, I ain't know that homegirl was up there like that, yo. But she gonna have, out of that 1.9, she gonna have a loyal fan base that gonna rock with her no matter what she said. She gonna have that. She gonna have memberships. I'm pretty sure out of almost a 2 million channel, I'm pretty sure she gonna have at the bare minimum 3,000-4,000 people members of the channel. What that mean? That's cash money with how you doing anything. What else is good? She's gonna have? She's gonna have Patreon. She probably hitting people on Patreon $20 a month type of thing. The same shit that she's saying on YouTube. You see what I'm saying?
Also, Poppy, she has a Rumble account that's at 27,000.
But are we ignoring the fact that she took a big pay cut when she got demonetized? Because all the AdSense money is gone.
That is true.
I wouldn't say.
Yeah, but she also revenue.
Let Poppy go. Hold on, time out. Correct. She is demonetized, but she also did the route of what Fresh and Fit did, is where they have was it Stream Labs or something, where they will still get some
there you go
revenues.
And that's just one. And that's just one revenue. That's just one.
I By her being demonetized now, her true loyal fan base would be forced to sign up to her Patreon. Which, if I was her, I would start hitting motherfuckers for $30 a month. You see what I'm saying? Actually, that demonetization actually works well for people like Fresh and Fit, for the Cynthia G's, for the people whoever is a big dog and they very they got crazy opinions and whatever. That actually works that well for them, bro. You see what I'm saying? And she just practicing business, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter about you having talent or not, bro. It's just how can you make this business work for you? It don't matter if she got the most talent in the. Yeah, I know people with plenty of talent. They be having 3 people on the live stream, watching their live stream. Do that, man? Do that make sense? Nah, man. You want to be entertained. That's all it is. And her numbers is down, but guess what? Everybody numbers is down. Everybody
Is
outside.
entertainment a skill, Poppy?
Yes, it is a skill. Not necessarily. You just got to follow the trend. You just got to follow the trend, bro. I had a channel, bro. I made in my best month. I made like 2,200, bro. And I wouldn't even consider myself a good YouTuber, but I was barely doing it. My point is, if you know how to structure this shit well, you're gonna make some good money. And this should go by seasons, bro. This should go by seasons, my nigga. Like you're gonna have your good season till your next video go viral. That's just how it is.
All right,
Okay.
fair enough.
Why
Go
we
ahead. Hold
acting-
on.
why
Hold
we
on.
acting
Hold
like
on.
since money doesn't matter when that's probably the biggest slice of the pie, because that's money you making passively just from your content being watched by other people over and over again. So we're treating it like she put up those lives, those videos, and they just generated money that's been cut off when she got demonetized. So I would argue that bigger than your Patreon, bigger than your membership, because your Patreon is whenever they come back there. Your membership is once a month. The AdSense was being run every day when YouTube run that ad, generating money off of your content that she's got sitting out there. YouTube's still making money off of it, but she's not getting any of it now.
I'm surprised. Most YouTubers make.
But listen, because remember, same thing with Fresh and Fit. What did they say when they got demonetized? We got to lay people off. We got to get rid of the apartment.
And they got the
And you believe that?
Yeah,
And you believe that?
They sold it. But what I'm saying,
Appreciate you. Thank you, Poppy. Thank you.
Cannot tell me that that's not a significant proportion of your revenue. Because that we know that that's money that you were making every day, all day, every time someone watched your videos and they ran those commercials.
Okay, surprise. Surprise. Before you go any further, man, let me school you a little bit, man. Most YouTube makes no money out of these videos, bro. You know how I know? Because you will have to have a 1 million view video for you to even crack like a $400 or $500 check. This is entertainment right here, right? You know who makes money? The niggas on the financial shit, and the niggas on the real estate shit. They make money. They make like if I'm mistaken, like around $7.20 something.
Joe Rogan had to sign a Spotify $100 million deal.
Yeah, but that's different. Joe Rogan said
no, but I'm talking about the example of success and the money in it.
All right, hold on, because we have another guest come up. Omega, appreciate you, man. You was on Angela's night salon as a panelist again.
Yes,
okay,
it's been
cool.
a while.
Yeah, what's up, man? So the question is Pearly Things talented? Yes or no, and why?
No, because she's not an original. She's a copy. Literally, all our arguments, all our alleged beliefs are just remanufactured that she got from the other dudes that aren't talented. They're more original because you could say, but like her arguments are none of them is original. Like only difference is she's a girl saying it. So no.
All right, fair enough. Let me read the poll real quick because I want to get that tab off because everybody's popping up in here and I don't like to do anything over 2 hours. No, I'll let you speak. I'm not gonna drop you. The poll is Pearly Things. Jesus Christ, typo like a mofo. Is Pearl talented as a YouTuber? 33% says yes. 67 says no. All right, fair enough. Anything else you want to say? Good sir.
I was just wondering. Okay, I keep hearing that these guys this is entertainment, right? So if it's entertainment, is it fair to say we shouldn't be getting life advice from these people that are engaging in entertainment?
I'm saying yes. Fair, yeah, so fair. Unless you're licensed, you shouldn't be getting no advice from nobody.
So, are you kidding me?
So can I add to that? Then why does your talented pearl have a wife school?
Because she's showing people how to make chicken.
Okay, so you
showing how to clean, be submissive, be feminine, all that kind of stuff.
Backing on what he said, and again, I want to say one more thing because I'm going to belabor this point because you guys keep saying that the AdSense doesn't matter, but yet every time one of these big content creators get demonetized, they're running over to Rumble and begging and pleading for people to follow them. If it doesn't matter, and if that does not matter, why does it affect anything differently than what they were doing before? So whether it's the Fresh and Fit, whether it's the Just Pearly, whether it's the Cynthia G, all of them are on their knees begging and groveling for their people to follow them to Rumble and pay the sub and whatever the hell else. It's hard for me to believe that that's not a substantial portion of their revenue for the way that they changed their behavior once they got demonetized. They all changed. Fresh and Fit don't even do the stuff they was doing anymore. It's like
that's incorrect. They just kick women out like last night or something.
Yeah, they got worse.
And they call police and everything, bro. So they still doing the same exact thing.
So why change anything if the money didn't?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
But they haven't changed.
Yeah, they haven't changed.
No, that's why I said if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
All right, we're gonna do final thoughts. Mega, by your grace, if you'd like to give your final thoughts on everything.
I mean, my point of my question was, I mean, they're gonna have to pick and choose. Like either you're doing this for entertainment or you are doing it for change lives. So if you pick entertainment, then stick to that and rebrand your message in a more entertaining fashion, as opposed to you're doing it to educate people as you have a degree and you know what you're talking about, because clearly you don't.
Fair enough.
Can you get a degree on relationships?
Psychology.
Can you get a degree on relationships?
No, but psychology at best.
That ain't got nothing to do with relationship, bro.
Yes, it does.
Okay, hear me out, bro. All right, now I'm about to be gone. If you coming to YouTube to goddamn learn about relationships and all that dumb shit, you need to kind of like give up in life at this point, fam.
Okay,
they're all going to lie to you. They're going to lie to you because they chasing that dollar, fam.
They don't give
you cannot pull message and money together, fam, because the algorithm and the money dictates what you want to say. That's simple as that.
Well, they don't give them your money then, because they're going to lie to you and don't give life advice.
No, people wants to be entertained. People pay these YouTubers to be entertained. That's it. It's not that much different than cable TV. You buy cable, but in reality, you only watch like 3-4 channels. You see what I'm saying? When you get your cable, I watch ESPN. When the first 48 come out, USA, and that's it. I don't care about the other channel. The same things with YouTube, and then you give them money if you like it. You don't get done.
I'm not getting life advice from ESPN. I'm getting life from the guys that claim that they know relationships. Okay, forget about psychology. Can they at least have experience in a long-term relationship? Is that fair to say? Because
she was in a long-term relationship with Angry Reacts for a few years.
Okay, well,
how can you prove it? How can you prove these people is telling the truth that it's telling the truth about how they live? How can you prove that?
Oh, I got an idea. You know how Fresh and Fit always goes around and they scrummage the city where they're at, Florida, for like all the women just so they can bring them on and kick them out. How about they bring all of their girlfriends that they claim to have, and they can have that conversation?
Facts. I love to see all
but
that's
not going to prove anything.
Yeah, but at that moment now you want to see their personal life, and if they already have a ground rule, limitation, or boundary for how they want to say, that's separate, right?
Okay,
that's not going to prove anything.
No, okay, but according to the red pill,
one at a time.
Hold on. According to the red pill, no, man, you're the alpha male, and you're the alpha male. You're the lead the charge, and
appreciate you,
Pinky. Say goes and blah 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 and all this other stuff. Okay, so command your fleet. Bring them onto your show, and I would love to see this. See all your girlfriends on here.
But is it their show or is it our show?
But that's not gonna prove anything. I'm gonna tell you what, that's not gonna prove anything, because I can pay some goddamn hooker to pretend be my girlfriend, make me look good. So
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
So
fair
what?
enough. Well, they had 3. You told me after how long they been on here? What, 3 years or so?
3 years.
At
Yeah,
some
about
Yeah.
3
point in
years.
time, this idea didn't click in their mind, especially since if these girls that
They
come on this show,
selling
they
you,
trigger you.
my
How
brother.
about?
My,
I
my
mean, I
brother,
know
they
they're
selling
selling me,
you.
but that's the problem. But
They
Yeah, but
selling
you're
you
going, but that's going to your, that's, hold on, Poppy. That's going to your expectations. I'm not asking for no expectations. You know, like Poppy said, half of these people, or at least maybe most of these people, are here to get entertained.
okay, but the thing is,
they
guys like them are coming up to me and being like, "No, man." And whenever I tell my experience with girls, and
Then don't
it's
listen to
the
those
total
guys.
opposite of them. No, when for conversation's sake, guess what? They're like, "No, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a beta and a cuck and a simp, blah blah
family.
blah, all this other stuff.
They
I don't know anything, but they are the know all, end all, be all to this whole
And the
relationship
world is going to be
now.
full of those
So
family.
kind
guess
of
what?
They
people.
I would say
hold on one
them
second,
prove
bro.
it.
They selling fresh and fit and people's liking. They selling you an ideology. They
Right.
are. Listen, I don't care about fresh and fit. It took me 5 minutes to figure it out. The niggas is nerd. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But
It
they
took me 2.
understand business. They understand business. And what's the business? They preying on retarded dumb niggas, socially awkward guys that they're not that good with bras, and they start preaching to them, bro. I don't blame the niggas for nothing.
AKA they
You
don't have
want to listen
social
to them,
skills.
bro.
Okay,
Exactly, bro. So
I
You're using
one
those
thing that
social
all
skills
of us,
against me.
one thing that all of us got in
I
common.
got you,
No, I don't
Pinky.
care if you're black. I don't care if you're black, white, green, alien. We all have been in relationship with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
obviously that's the easiest thing to do, bro. So like for people to actually sit over here and expect this nigga to tell you the real life. Look, matter of fact,
Yeah. I
the
was like, what
Myron
the
nigga,
hell?
right? The Myron,
I'm
what
not
Myron tell you?
expecting it. I'm aware that they're
Hold on,
on
let me
some
finish,
bullshit.
bro. So you
Wait,
can understand.
one at a time.
Let me
One
finish
at
so
a
you can
time.
understand what I'm saying, bro. Myron tells you, do not mess, do not fuck with baby mamas. Do not smash them raw. And be
Preferably.
the leader and all of that. He did all 3, nigga. He got caught doing it. So obviously, why you believe in these people?
I don't
Well,
believe
They
it.
he
here
did
to
say
entertain you.
no,
That's it,
he did
bro.
say he
One at a
did
time.
say
One at a time.
himself. Hold on, let me say it. He did say recreational use only for single mothers.
But he
He
went
did say
raw and
that.
wine and thought I got her pregnant,
Hold on.
nigga. So that
Hold on.
tells
Well,
you
that
they don't
chick
even
wasn't a
follow their
single
own
mom.
business.
The crazy chick was not a single mom.
1 second.
Mac, what did you say? What did you just say? Wait,
Or maybe
run and roll is only for single moms? Wait, what did you say?
What Myron said
It's
was
smashing,
single
it's
moms are
smashing
for
single
recreational
moms.
use only.
Why is
Yeah,
that?
that's why.
That's what
Well,
Myron said.
yeah, don't go.
hit
Yeah,
and
it's a
dip.
whole deep dive. Yeah. We don't.
Yeah.
It's a whole deep dive. If we explain everything, this be like 3 years going back, coming out. So
No, you
this is
say
what
he pretty
Again,
much saying
Pinky,
baby
you gotta
mamas
be
is only
unbiased,
for
Pinky.
hit and dip. That's
Can
what
I
I'm
ask
saying.
you
Hit
a
and dip.
question? Let me ask a question, not
Okay,
to
but
argue.
my
Let me ask a question, not to argue. What's entertaining about them?
It's not
I tell you
entertaining.
what's the
It's
entertainment
controversial.
is a bunch of nerds that they don't get. What Fresh and Fit do is very simple, bro. They bring a bunch of good looking bras and they pretty much stick it in their faces. All those niggas watch the show just so they can see the bro getting kicked out. That's their magic. That's it. They
So
do the
Drama.
same show over and over and over. But those nerdy guys, all they want to see, though, they be having like 20,000 people watching live. All of them want to see a pretty girl pretty much being thrown out of the show. That's it, bro.
So
That's
again,
Or staying in that show or staying on that show.
but let me finish.
Okay,
What
I get it. I'm aware of their whole grift, right? But my issue is that here's the thing: there are dudes who do watch their program who genuinely want to get better at getting game and finance advice and all that alpha male BS stuff, right? But the problem is
Fitness.
they're giving those actual men that have that problem bad advice, and they're not recognizing that it's entertainment and not telling them it's entertaining.
Wait, can
That's
I ask
the
you a
problem.
question? Here's my question though.
Us, it's entertainment, fine. If they want to
Okay,
be
but that's
entertaining,
that's not in your control.
But hold up, Marcus. If what we're saying is that's entertaining, just watching some pretty girls get kicked out, my premise goes back to what I said, where I said that it's Pearl's not talented, Myron and not talented. Their talent is they know how fucking stupid their audience is.
Thank you. That's all I've been saying.
If all that
Is that really a talent? I mean, it's not hard to figure out how stupid they are.
Could be a
listen,
talent, sir.
if we're reduced to the point, this is what I'm saying, is even if we're reduced to the point that look at them getting pretty good, you know what I'm saying? I need more than that to be entertaining. That I'm saying, even if forget the real life shit, that's all it takes to entertain you motherfuckers.
But think of your age level
Yes.
for entertaining.
Bar for
Also.
entertainment.
And Inky, because their demographic, their age demographic is pretty much is like late teens to mid 20s.
Yeah,
exactly.
I would say 30. I would stretch it all the way to
20 to 30.
something. Yeah, I say 35.
But what I'm sitting there saying is, and then if that's the case, if that's who they're speaking to, like I said, they know they're speaking to the unintelligent, right? They know this. And
I wouldn't use the word unintelligent. I would just say,
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far,
less
Rico.
experienced.
I would say gullible.
Gullible, naive. But then the danger
Vulnerable.
comes. But here's
That's good.
This is where the danger comes in, is that they speak in a language and a type of rhetoric where they're goosing these young men up into believing that they're the leaders when they're that fucking stupid in the first place. How everything should be their way when you're stupid enough to fall for this base level of entertainment. You're not.
That's the same with Queef Maker, right?
Exactly. Same thing. Same
Okay.
thing. Same thing. But when you're
Joke teller, snake teller, Queef Maker.
All I'm saying is when you speak into a very gullible, impressionable, naive audience, and then you charge them up with the rhetoric that they can take your information and they should go out in the world and they should slay the world. That's the fucking danger. That's the
How is that dangerous?
Because the rest of us can't deal with these motherfuckers.
Because we're
How is that dangerous?
Because we're raising the younger generation to be ignorant.
And do you honestly
Because it's
believe
not,
those
it's
guys?
not doing what they're not doing what they claim they do, which is really save lives.
But none of them are,
They're
bro.
going out in public.
May I say something?
Here's
Well, let me just say something real quick.
Here's one example of the danger. If these guys will be out there in the dating world, and we're the guy, if the guy hadn't been given this toxic rhetoric, he possibly could go out there and try to date and have a 50-50 chance of success. But he'll be out there talking that same dumb shit that he listened to on them, and then all of a sudden he's in this toxic, dysfunctional relationship, calling the woman all kinds of hyenas and dumb shit because he watched these clowns do this, and they tell him this is how you are successful. We know that shit's not going to work in real life. We know you can't be in the real world talking to the woman like they talk.
No, bro.
Okay, wait,
nobody's following those people's advices, bro. Like they just over there. I'm
Really,
positive, man. They're not following these people's advices. You know why? Because most men are suckers, bro. They do whatever their woman tell them to do. For most men, that's how it is. It sounds cool on YouTube, whatever.
A lot of fools are
but
weak-minded right now.
As soon as they had a okay looking woman, hell, you even got ugly woman. All that shit go out the window, bro. That's just how men. Most of these men, especially these new age guys, bro.
Yep.
Go ahead, Mac. Mac was wanting to speak.
And
no, I'm just saying.
Once you're done, Marcus, then we're gonna give everybody final thoughts. Gonna let Omega and then Poppy and then the guys that was debating, and then we'll finally let the mod give her final thoughts and everything, and then we'll call the night.
We got to go overtime, man. I just got here.
No, we don't.
Wait a minute, man. Stop playing, bro.
I know, right? Another 5-10 minutes on delay.
Omega just got here. You over here want to close it out? Well, you got a date?
I'm about to go live.
I'm trying to get another content at 8 o'clock. So I got like 2 hours. I'm trying to push another content at 8 o'clock.
He wants to take a nap.
I want to have like your own little side debate.
No, I'm gonna say this. I just wanted to say that because, for one, I dusted off my shelf of for the trophy since we won. Yes, Grey Pill. A debate usually ends in a winner, which I believe from the substantial facts and points that we made, non-sign language included from the other side. But usually, yes, we won. I take that L, or you could take the L. I mean, from Poppy's standpoint, agreed. the men now are softer, weaker, more feminized, and the women now are more whatever on the other side, masculine and shit. But when it comes to this so-called focus of expectations and these people and people are going to be people regardless. It's been like that before we were born. It's going to be like that after we die. All right. So yes, dust off that L trophy, Rico, and proceed. Appreciate you. But like I said, when it comes to these kind of points and expectations, there's no point. There's no point in stressing out about that. You're in control of what you do in your life and who you choose to listen and follow. If that's who they're going to follow, that's who they're going to follow. If you know you're secure in yourself and you believe in yourself and all that kind of shit, then you should be fine. So I'm not going to worry about Joe Schmo next door. But if they come to me and they want to ask me and I can give them the best advice from my point of view, knowing all the details, I'll do the best I can. But I'm not going to say I'm a doctorate in psychology or relationships. Okay? And, just with that, overall, this points what we talked about, we're good. I think we made our points very, very solid, while the other side, the opposition, was moving the goalpost.
All right. So with that being said, I'll let Omega, Poppy, whoever got to say, and then it is final thoughts because I actually want to do another content at 8:00. So the poll again got updated. So we went from 33%. So it's yes, Pearl has talent at 42%, and no, the poll Pearl does not have talent at 58%. So it's getting close up there to the 50%. So Omega, do you have any final thoughts, good sir?
Honestly, not about the conversation. I'll just give my acknowledgments because first off, Grey Pill Podcast. Nice for me to be on here for the first time. Appreciate the love for my Halloween costume. It's good meeting all of you. Hopefully I'll see you again. And hopefully I remember your names. But
no, we got beef now. They ain't never coming on our platform again, man. We got beef with them.
They
ain't never coming on our platform. That the old crusty and bro guy. I don't know. I ain't gonna try. I'm not gonna put no respect to his name. We're not gonna never put them up in this panel again.
Hey, come on. What is he, like 32? He ain't that old.
That man like 150. Look at him.
Yeah, he's 32, man. It's
looking
cool,
like
man.
looking like the Aang the Avatar.
You said 52? Okay, we'll go with 52.
Okay, no, I said 41. I said 41.
All right, now we're in the middle. Now we're in the middle.
Yeah, now we Pearl. Now we're just lying. Now go. I'm sorry, sir. We're joking. We're all good friends here. Omega, your final thoughts on
That's
whatever
that's all I have to say, though. But good meeting y'all. Here's to see you guys next time and to be continued on the conversation that to what's his name, Mac GB debate. Yeah,
Mac GP. Oh yeah,
Mac GP. Yeah.
All right, appreciate you, man.
Peace.
Thank you,
sir.
Peace, Omega.
Bobby Blanco, final thoughts, good sir.
Oh, hey man, I should cuss you out because you didn't send me the link of this earlier, bro. But
it was a 2-on-2 debate, and I put the link up like 40.
Do people not read thumbnails? Do people not read thumbnails?
I don't believe in equality. I like to have the advantage. We make it 3-on-2.
That's what I said earlier, Poppy. 1-on-2, handicap. Bring them all.
I'm not trying to be equal, dude. I'm trying to be better, man. But look, listen, man. People, please stop believing this goddamn YouTube. Man, enjoy this people content, man. You know what I mean? Support them. You know what I mean? You don't have to agree with everything these people say, man. But please stop believing everything these people say. You don't even know how these people live, bro.
Facts.
Like, I'm this guy, what's it? Rico, I think that's his name. Like one of those people. These people thoughts is don't mess with baby mamas and stuff like that. Do everybody know who's damn it, what's a beautiful woman? Sister Goddess.
Mama. I'm a grandmama.
Yeah, but I don't know what you look like. Do y'all know who Sister Goddess is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's a baby mama, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Is that long-haired woman?
No, I'll show you.
It's a beautiful woman.
I'll show you. Go ahead.
Listen,
Poppy,
do you think that any of these niggas will say no to that woman? I wait.
Yeah, true.
They will sign up to be a stepdaddy so fast, and they will not tell the world about it either. You know why? Because that's not good for business. So yes, all I'm saying that to say this, bro. This at the end of the day, man, this is business, man, and I believe everybody should operate it as business, man. You take what you like, and you don't take what you don't like. It's that simple. Life is that simple, bro. It's like when you got cable, man. When you get cable TV, you don't watch every channel. You only watch like 3-4 channels, right? The same thing with YouTube, bro. It's hundreds of channels. You don't have to watch all of them. All you need is 2-3 of them. That's it.
She's pretty. What's wrong with her?
She's
Your
evil.
baby mama.
Single mom, and
Yeah, I
evil
was using
and
that as an
single mom.
example.
Yeah, he was just making an example that she's attractive. So don't believe everything everybody say on YouTube because
Don't believe the hype.
Don't believe the hype because they'll preach to you one thing, like the example gave Fresh and Fit. But if somebody is attractive like this actually is a single mother, come across these guys' path, they would ask for a number, send for her, take her out on dates, hell, even try to put a ring on her finger. But then at the same time, be on the platform like, yeah, screw all these hoes, screw these baby mamas, they not nothing. Black women just ain't shit. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's the point he's
It
making.
goes both ways. It goes both ways
does.
because the Princella bro up and Cynthia G, they don't believe half of the shit they be saying, bro. But they understand that it drives these dumbass bros crazy. They know that. You know how I know? Because I know how to read analytics, my nigga. If you got a YouTube channel, you know you analytics, bro. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm. All right, fair enough. Brother Clarence, Rico, final thoughts? And we'll leave Poppy up here since he's low key bullying me.
I'll go for it. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. I don't have my headphones on. Okay. Yeah, great debate. I mean, well, I'll say it like this. Great questioning. I don't think we ever had a I don't think we ever had a solid definition of what talent was. We tried to get one, but do I think that she has some level of ability? Yeah, I do. I think she's a smart lady, and I think she was able to put that together to make some sort of YouTube career for herself. So I give her that much. But the question we was asked is, did she have any talent? And my understanding was that is to be on screen, not any of this other stuff behind screen. And we never got a solid definition if that was it or not. Now we were switching back and forth. One time it was screen, and one time it's not off screen. I don't know. So maybe we have to do this again. Maybe we have to come back and do a part 2. But I enjoyed you fellas, man. You guys are the family, man. So I appreciate y'all inviting us over here, man. And like I said, man, let's do it again, man. I kind of think y'all took a L. I look at that poll, man. I said, man, this one looks like a little L, man. I don't know, man. Not even a little L, capital
To
L.
be fair, Gray Pill's audience is mostly anti-Pearl.
Yeah, we don't like Pearl.
To be fair.
Yeah, you know what? Me and Rico, we went to the whole audience before this whole show, and we told them what to say. And so, I mean, it was just if y'all needed an
There you
extra
go, from the horse's mouth. Here you go.
I had to take an L today, right? But hey, man, love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, everybody on the panel, for having me. I have to go, so I will talk to y'all in the clouds, man. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Thanks. Peace, y'all.
Shout out to the advisors.
Shout out to the advisors.
I think that's how new channel should be, just called The Advisors. Rico,
start a Patreon.
Rico, final thoughts, good sir.
Yes, well, thank you for bringing us up. This was, as Bro C said, very enlightening. I don't know what, well, like I said, we won clearly because the poll said we won. But in addition, I think it was some great points that was made on both sides, talent, not talent. And I hope we said some things that the listeners can hear how we assess talent and what we look for in a content creator. And hopefully they'll take some of the things we said, like even like with Poppy coming and saying, hey, you can't take these guys serious. And I just hope that any listeners that heard this discussion, debate, whatever you want to call it, would say, you know what, that's the way of looking at it. Yeah, this person has some talent. And I agree, I think some of the best content creators are spaces like this and other ones that have more meaningful topics and discussions that people just don't seem to be interested in. But that's where I think all the real true talent lies on screen, behind the screen, because at least you look at the topics that we try to discuss and how we discuss it. It's not, it's not the fuckery, like Poppy said, it's entertaining, but after a while it gets exhausting if that's all we just keep talking about is dumb shit all the time. For me,
Rico, we talk about the tech kind of generation. These kids, this is not like I'm gonna assume you around your 50s, bro. You see what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
These kids on their 20s
Mhm.
and early 30s, it's all about being on dating apps and computer all day long. This is what they like as an entertainment, bro. This is what they like. I'm an outside kid, trust me. I don't care. I don't like this computer shit at all.
Yeah. It
But
just
that's how they grew up. This is their thing right here, bro.
and I thought it would be short lived, but oh my god, it's like COVID. You can't kill it. You
No,
know?
this is a religion. This is a religion for them. This is before COVID. These people being on the
Yeah.
internet all day long.
Well, think
Yeah.
about it. Like Oprah, Ellen, all those people, The
Final
View,
thoughts.
The
Trying to
Real.
get out of here. Final
Well,
thoughts. Trying to get out of here.
So let me just say this. Like I said, it was a great conversation. I hope that people did hear some of the things in the way that we tried to assess it. I thank you for inviting me over, and let's do this again soon.
Yeah, man. I
Nothing
love
other
that.
than your Queen Pearl. There's a whole
Yeah.
You see the gaslight, the disingenuous, the
I should let him go
facetious.
first to get him out of here, man. I swear, yo.
And no,
Hey,
well, that's you already messed up right there, Great Pill. You can't take that back.
yeah, I appreciate. Hey, you know what? I got you because that's we petty over here too. I appreciate you.
All right, sir. Thank you. Hey, look, and if I don't, which I probably won't, because I'm getting on a plane and getting out of here in a couple of days back to the island. You guys have a safe and wonderful New Year's, and I'll see you in 2024.
All right. Have
All
a
right.
good one.
Thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
you. Anytime. And then there was two. Marcus, final thoughts. Well, Poppy, final thoughts on the
Yeah, I just
what?
wait for you to finish so I can ask you something in the back.
Okay, sure. I'll drop you in the back, bro. Marcus, final thoughts.
Yeah, like I said, great show. I think we gotta like separate when you're doing a debate based on like the points. Just focus on the logic of it as much as you can. Remove the bias.
They don't know debate. Everybody in the feelings. The feelings.
It's all right. It's fair. You know what? We feels before reels. It's the kind of life we live in right now, right? So I appreciate you. I appreciate you holding this panel for whatever the debauchery, aka debate, was.
I didn't know. I didn't know, grown man. I didn't know. When you get that age, are we gonna get that when we get that age, Marcus? Are we gonna be about our feelings too? Are we gonna rate faces?
No, I'm actually gonna get some help.
Okay.
You know, no. But other than that, just great show. I appreciate the people that were the naysayers, even the ones in the middle or in the other side, or just the chat. Pinky, appreciate you for the most part. Biased or unbiased aside. And shout out to Great Pill. Make sure to hit the link, like, share. Hit the notification bell, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Cash Apps donations to support Great Pill in this channel. Keep bringing the content. Shout out to everybody that was Uncle Rico, Bro C, Poppy Blanco, Omega, even Jay, and anybody else who was watching on the replay as well. So just thank you for having me. Appreciate you. Right. And hey, by the way, undefeated. We are like the Justice League or the Avengers. No one can stop us.
Yeah, man, this was a cool little I'm saying they just don't know. I'm not gonna brag about this because then they're gonna be keeping eyes on us like, yo, Marcus and Great Pill, the double duo.
Right.
Nah. Yeah,
you got the clips, you got the evidence, so I'm safe. I'm a survivor and a victim.
If they do a hit piece on you, Marcus, let me know. We'll roll up on them.
Bruh. My mental health.
All right, I'll put you to back, man. I appreciate you. Final thoughts for you, because I know you was doing a lot of the modding. Thank you. I do appreciate that. There you go, Poppy. Now you know what she looked like. So you have any opinions on the talent? Because I know you don't know Pearl too much, because a lot of us guys know the lore of Pearl, where she come from. A lot of content I did of hers, a lot of panels I've been on her from the beginning since she was like 5K, Marcus said. So yeah, that's a lot there. But just on the topics of talents and from what you heard, everybody has an opinion or perspective here at Great Pill Podcast. So what is yours, madam?
So as far as my opinion on Pearl is she was able to monopolize on, that's where she has her talent, is with her social skills, her ability to monopolize on controversy. And she did very well at it. So on your poll, I did say she has talent to a point. Do I think that she could have withstanded it any other way than she did it? No. If she didn't have the backing and stuff like that, no, I don't think she did. I don't think she does have that kind of talent. Hence, maybe that's why her channel is kind of like faltering a little bit.
Yeah.
But that was just my opinion.
No, I go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I did want to say thank you very much for having me up. It was a lot of fun. We got to do this more often. I like this.
Okay. No
Yeah,
no
this
problem.
is cool.
I was working on but this is for the fellas. You're more than welcome. If you're a fan of MMA or boxing, preferably boxing, we're gonna have like a fun one Friday. I'm trying to get the fellas together for Friday, Saturday. Some content reactors of content creators claiming they're got boxing experience. So we're gonna either laugh or cry or whatever at that, and just react to that. And then I think the first, me and some fellas agreed to it. Probably do like a marathon. I haven't done this, and this is something Poppy told me to do a long time ago, and I was like, I don't know. I'll probably like to do a whole marathon for New Year's on Tuesday because it's the first day of the new year. So everybody's pretty much all welcome for that one. But I'm gonna do invites because I actually know a lot of y'all guys. So I don't want to have random people come up, and I got to actually have to because I got low patience and tolerance for people that don't have mic etiquette, panel etiquette. I'm quick to drop people, like I really am. That is me. That is my form of respect with that. I don't mind the engagement like we was doing back and forth, but if it's gonna be all that rah, nah, I can literally turn up TV at home and do that, listen to some rocking or whatever. So yeah, but yeah, it was fun. Definitely check your emails.
Most definitely. I just happened to be out running errands, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm almost done. I'm almost done."
It's fine. I was running errands too, but yeah, my final thoughts the whole thing. I don't know why. Maybe this is being petty or whatever. I don't know why Rico keep insisting on I never said. I literally pulled it up between Google, Wikipedia, Bing, hell, even went to GPT chat. Like, I'm like, y'all, I'm literally, this is crazy. I'm like, I'm not just saying this off my dome, right? Because I always said I don't know everything. I'm not the smartest one out the bunch, but I am slow to the point. Like, hey, ask me questions. I'm gonna take very, very time to listen to everything, and I'm sitting there listening to this. And Kankamore is right. This is technically a dead topic on the grounds of this. Our debate would have hit home more before she got demonetized, but unfortunately, the timing of it just sucked for us. So me and Marcus was standing firm on the grounds of just like, hey, what is talent? What do you consider talent? And we're just breaking down with everything pro have done, which Jay, the informant, made a valid point of what she's currently doing. So it doesn't hold water currently. And she had all this talent that we're saying, which is a fair point. If she has all this talent that has been said, then why she's not using that same talent to push herself forward? And people name it like people like, all these other artists, whether it's songwriters, musicians, whatever, and then the other content creators. And that's a fair point. So I agree with that. But I have to say this. So since Brother Clarence like to keep count of everything. So again, talent of a media and anything is pretty much content creation. Talent individuals in social media are often skilled content creators, individuals processing high quality photos, videos, graphics, writings, content that engages and resonates with their audience. Okay, that's one. Authenticity. That's another one. It's a whole conversation about that. So if you don't find it with her, again, that's opinion. That's not a non-factor. It's an opinion. But the fact is, that's what she's is bringing to the table from the beginning. Consistency. She be dumping just as much content over and over again, just like she do Jackson with her live streams, her videos, and her other channels. That is a part of a talent. Okay, understand the audience. Yes, everybody in the chat was like, yeah, she grifts, she steals, she's copies. Again, I would agree with that too. But again, she understands the audience of what everybody said in the platform, the suckers, the simps, the fools, the idiots, and all the name calling of the demographic of people they pull in. That is also a talent. You're finding your audience within your demographic. That is a talent. Creativity, okay? That is also a talent. Creativity and the value assets of social media. We just said that she's on TikTok, she's on all these other places. That is also a talent. Storytelling, we all know she lies and everything come out of her mouth. So again, she's telling a story, people are believing it. Unique perspective, she's give that original concept. opinion, I'm gonna say no, because again, I don't like Pearl, but I'm trying to be as non-biased, which is why I had the topic flipping on the other side. Engagement skills, again, not engaging to me, only except for the effery and the dumb stuff she does. Anytime she says the silliest, dumbest, hypocritical stuff is, everybody sees it, react to it, boom, that's content. And we already know if I talk about Inky 24/7 on my platform, some Inky viewers, especially her haters or whoever, is going to gravitate toward me, and that's the audience I'm going to grab. Okay, whether Inky's the most ignorant person, evil person, the honest person, the angel or saint, this is what's going to happen. We've seen it millions and millions of times. All right, let that be known.
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. And I've seen so many spaces where, and I've said it before, I've seen one space where one person would talk about one chick, all 6 spaces talk about that one person, and they all get over 1,000 views. Make that make sense? But no, they don't got talent. Okay, great. But I just list the first few. Make that make sense. So this is why I have the Great Pill podcast, so everybody can have their perspective on all the great areas of conversation. But at the same time, I made it very clear my biases is somebody like Pearly Things and Andrew Tate and those type of people, because they have a negative influence on the youth. We just gave a demographic between like late 18s to mid 30s. Those type of people with the course of the pandemic, everything adds up. And what Poppy Blanco said earlier, this generation just stuck on the smartphone was making you dumb. Everybody want to dive into these apps and YouTubes and channels. Nobody want to really get out the door like how it used to be. Hang outside with friends, play basketball, play soccer, just sit outside and just chill, have a grill. Nobody want to do that. Okay, that is problematic. So this is why I support the people that comes at those people, and I have my own take on it from time to time. So that's why I leave with that. I will hope me and Brother Clarence Rico have another one again, but we shall see. With that, I will catch our guys in the flip side. And yes, Marcus, I feel like we did win the debate because reading
still has talent.
She still has talent. Whether you hate it or like it, she still has talent. And I don't like her. Unfortunately, she has enough talent to grab the imbeciles, and I'll be shaking my head like, why they listening to it? So that's it. Catch our guys later. 2 hours, probably doing another one, and then also every group conversation every Tuesday. Okay, but I'm going to do a marathon next Tuesday, but I will cut it short and then have the group conversation at 8 p.m. Central, like always. Or because I'm sitting doing the marathon, people just come on earlier. The regular ones like Inky, Classic Ruby, and Wes, because those are our main hosts. They're part.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Catch y'all later.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.